And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fed It. I am here. Finally, sorry for the delay, guys. We had some great stuff going on earlier. We had our boy Academics in the house. He did a interview with our guy, Bam Man and Kevo, sort of facilitating that little joint. And yeah, I'll go over some. Well, actually, you know what? We got a good show planned for you guys, right? We're going to discuss the Hushpuppi case. So let's play this new intro that we got going on. I'm going to play it right now for y'all. Let me know what y'all think. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I used to be a special agent of Homeland Security Investigations. This is the arrest paperwork, okay? So here is the booking. Cases that I did mostly were human smuggling and drug trafficking. Those are like two crimes that I'm a very good agent, very strong agent. I did a lot of big cases. I've done Title III intercepts, which is basically listening to phones. I've written hundreds of affidavits to arrest people. I've been a grand jury and testified a million times. I've done big cases. And we are back. What's up, guys? Welcome to the the Fed It podcast. What's up, guys? So yeah, sorry for the delay, guys. We had Academics in the house, Bam Man Kevo, and they were doing an interview earlier, so we're making sure they got good on everything else that they were doing. And yeah, now we're here for the Fed It portion to talk about the Hushpuppi case. So quick analysis, guys, before I get into this. So we got a really packed week for you guys coming up. So we got George Gammon coming in tomorrow at 2 p.m. We're going to talk about money. Then we got our boy Brandon Carter coming in at 7. We're going to talk about money again. So 2 times on Money Monday. Then we're going to have our nighttime show with the girls. So we got 3 shows planned for you guys tomorrow. Then Tuesday, we're going to have Rolo in the house, do a one-on-one interview with him. Then we're going to have some lovely ladies. Wednesday, we're going to have Donovan and Devin in the house for Womanizer Wednesdays. Then we're going to have them on the panel with the ladies on Wednesday. Then Thursday, we got our boy Aaron Cleary in the house, and we're going to talk about money again and basically preparing for the decline. And then we're going to have a panel show with Aaron Clary, Rolo Tomasi, Donovan Sharp, and a special guest that I will announce later on in the week. But we got some crazy value coming for you guys this week. We got a bunch of guests coming in the studio, and it's going to be awesome, man. I think I counted out right there in my head like 5 or 6 different guests that we're going to have for y'all. So be ready this week on the main channel, Fresh and Fit. We're going to have some great content planned for you guys over there, man. I'm really excited for tomorrow. 3 shows we're going to give you guys. 2 Money Mondays, one with Brandon Carter, one with George Gammon. And then we're going to have the lovely ladies on at nighttime. So those are announcements for that. And then I got another bunch of guys that are going to come at the end of March, which I may or may not announce maybe later on. Who knows? But yeah, like the video, guys, on your way in, please. We got already 464 people in here. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me on this lovely Sunday evening. And yeah, so let me see here, make sure I didn't miss anyone, any chats or anything like that. And what else do we got going on here? So we're today, guys, we're going to cover the Hushpuppi case. This one has been due to popular demand, honestly. You guys have been asking me about this one for a minute. So I'm excited to bring it to you guys. It's going to be definitely a good case to break down. I got everything from the criminal complaint affidavit to the information, right? We're going to talk about what an information is versus what an indictment is, because this is actually a rare situation where the AUSA actually did not, did not indict the person, which is, well, I'm going to give you guys my speculations on that one later on. But so let's see here if we got any supers here. So, okay. So I'll read some of these chats. Let's see here. So we got $5 from our boy Buy One BBL, Get One Free. Glad to see an episode on Hushpuppi, the greatest and dumbest in Niger. 419 Yahoo King, Kinga LOL, Nigeria. Okay, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one for sure. So, okay. Anyway, without further ado, guys, let's get into it. So, who is Hushpuppi? Well, let's pull him up real fast. Hushpuppi, guys, for some of you guys that might not know, he is a very famous basically Instagram star. Okay, we're going to pull up his Wikipedia right here. Okay. Ramon Abbas, commonly known as Hushpuppi Hush or Ray Hushpuppi, born October 1st, 1982, is a Nigerian Instagram celebrity, which I have his Instagram for you guys here in a second as well, who's facing criminal charges in the United States for conspiracy to launder money obtained from business email compromise frauds and other scams, including schemes that defraud a U.S. firm of about $40 million, illegally transferred $14.7 million from a foreign financial institution and targeted to steal $124 million from an English football club until his arrest by the Dubai police in June 2020 and his extradition to the United States. Abbas posted pictures and video of his lavish spending on exotic cars, watches, designer clothes, bags from expensive brands like Gucci, Fendi, and Louis Vuitton, and himself boarding helicopters with celebrity footballers and Nigerian politicians or while on charter jets. He claimed to be a real estate developer. He holds a passport from St. Kitts and Nevis. On the night, his apartment at Palazzo Versace was raided in an operation codenamed Fox Hunt 2. Abbas was arrested alongside 11 others in 6 simultaneous raids. Detectives seized more than 150 million dirham, about 40 million in cash, 13 luxury cars worth 25 million dirham, which is about 7 million US, 21 laptops, 47 smartphones, 15 memory storage devices, 5 external hard drives, and 800,000 emails of potential victims alongside suitcases full of cash. The arrest was part of an FBI investigation that indicted him as being a key player in a transnational cybercrime network that provided safe havens for stolen money around the world. Now let's put a face to the name here, guys. Right? So let's see here. So let me share the screen with y'all. Let me show you guys what we're talking about here when we're talking about a lavish lifestyle. Oh man. Okay, so bam, this is what we're gonna share. Okay, so this is Instagram right here, guys. Okay, and as you guys can see, living the high life. Here we go. We got the Rolls Royce. Okay, and this was his last picture that he posted 87 weeks ago before he went to jail. May success and prosperity not be once upon a time store in your life. Thank you, Lord, for the many blessings in my life. Continue to shame those waiting for me to be shamed. And I guess the FBI was the ones waiting to be shamed because, man, that was not good on your part, my friend. But yeah, so here he is, guys, obviously getting on jets, fancy cars, designer clothing. All right. Right. Here he is in the Bugatti. Right. Can't let Corona turn me handicap indoors. Got to do a Corona stroll. LOL. Bugatti Richard Mille. Right. Here he is right here. Flexing some more, right? Pretty much this is like a thirst trap for girls that want a certain lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You have stuff like this on your IG, you're gonna get a bunch of chicks hitting you up like, oh my God, I want to be there. You know what I'm saying? We always say girls thirst trap with their looks, men thirst trap with their lifestyle. And this is definitely what this would be like, an IG thotty's like dream right here. So yeah, guys, as you can see, he's living a life, man. Blue check on Instagram. Bunch of money, right? Nice watches, lavish lifestyle. Here he is with your boy Salt Bay getting some meat, salting it up. Which, by the way, this costs about $10,000 to $20,000 for him to do that for you guys. By the way, FYI, and then he feeds them the meats. Pause. Anyway, I know Salt Bay tried that shit with Future, and Future was like, "Nah, bro." He was like a big like, "Nope." But yeah, man. So this is the guy. All right. And obviously when you make this kind of money, you are going to draw attention to yourself, man. I ain't gonna lie. The feds be hating sometimes. Like how does this guy have this lavish lifestyle, but no one really knows how he makes his money? Oh, here he is at Salt Bay's joint again. Right. And guys, yeah, it is not cheap to have Salt Bay come out and, cut the meat for you and salt it up and everything else like that. It's actually significantly more to do that. So, yep. So anyway, okay. So we got an idea. Checked out his Instagram a bit. This is who he is. Okay. Real estate developer, Snapchat, Hushpuppi 5, no Tinder, no Twitter, no Facebook. Okay. So for anyone trying to use Facebook or Tinder, Twitter to date, it ain't going to work. Okay. Here's his stories, footballers, right? This is him probably meeting with athletes, famous soccer players, which guys, just so y'all know, soccer players like all across the world are like a big deal. In the United States, we don't really care about them, but everywhere else, they're a big deal. Here he is, Hushpuppi again. Right, Fendi, Louis Vuitton, right, showing that lifestyle off some more, right? Again on a helicopter. See, as rich people, yeah. See, we run different. Here he is at CEO Fendi and worldwide retail director, and of course myself, billionaire Fendi master. Here he is in Dubai, hooking him up with the champagne. So anyway, like I said, this is thirst trapping for chicks 1000. All right. So, all right. So now we know who the guy is, right? Now we're going to look at the court documents. And guys, do me a quick favor. 800 of you guys in here, like the video, please. And I'm going to be monitoring it as well. Make sure that you guys are liking the goddamn video. All right. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to pull up some of these court documents. All right. We got a long criminal complaint here. So what they basically wrote this criminal complaint for was conspiracy to engage in money laundering. This is a longer document, guys. We're going to really read this thing and break it down. And yeah, there was a lot here. When I was reading through this, skimming through it, I was like, holy crap, they got this guy pretty much dead to rights. But we're going to walk through it. So here we go. Bam. All right. So this right here, guys, is a criminal complaint, okay? And if you guys have seen other episodes where I talk about this, so there's two main ways to arrest someone in the federal government, okay, in the feds. You got a criminal complaint. There's three ways, actually, and actually we're going to go over one of them today. There's a criminal complaint, an indictment, or something called an information, okay? So a criminal complaint is basically this, guys, where a federal agent, right? So in this case, this is the FBI, Andrew John Nasanti, right? Writes up an affidavit of facts and evidence, that alleges the crime, etc. He brings it to a judge. The judge signs it, and then you go ahead and you get an arrest warrant, and you go and pick your guy up, right? That's number one. Number two, you can go ahead and just go to grand jury and indict him, okay? And what a grand jury is it convenes, once a week, right? Pretty much in the courthouse. You go in there with your prosecutor and as the agent, right? You go in there as the agent with the prosecutor, and then you tell your case to the members of the grand jury. And the grand jury just it's a public panel of regular people, just like a jury for a trial. It's same thing. It's your public peers for a grand jury, and you basically tell them your case, etc. And then they pass something called a true bill of indictment, a true bill. And then the person gets indicted, and then you get the arrest warrant, and you go get your guy, right? So that's two different ways to get an arrest warrant. And then the third way, finally, is an information, which rarely happens, to be honest with you guys. It's when the prosecutor himself files, basically think of it as a silent / soft indictment, and then you can go ahead and get an arrest warrant off of that. So, but informations are very rare, and they actually did one in this case, which I'm going to talk to you guys, my speculations on why they might have did that information. But this is what we're going to go over first, which is the criminal complaint. So as you guys can see, United States District Court for the Central District of California. So this was the district that actually charged him. As you guys can see, here's the case number, 220 MJ. So guys, just so y'all know, when it's MJ, that means it has not been indicted yet, okay? Because remember, it doesn't become official until a grand jury indicts you. So they filed this criminal complaint, got him under arrest, and then most districts, you have to wait somewhere between 10 to 14 days to indict. So I did this all the time when I was on the border, right? So I'll take you guys through a little memory lane real fast. When I was on the South Texas border and I would arrest someone, right? A lot of times Border Patrol would catch me or Border Patrol would call me, or Customs or whatever, and they would have someone in custody, whether they were smuggling drugs, illegal aliens, whatever it was. They would call me, right? And I'd show up, and they'd have the person there in custody. So I would go on and interview them. Hey, where are these drugs supposed to go? Hey, where are these aliens supposed to go? Where are we supposed to take them? Whatever. What's up, man? I see you. We got Fresh in the back. He just walked in while I'm on live. You want to say anything to the people?
Shout out to Fed it, man. We up in the building. Fresh Fit gang, BBC gang. Let's do it.
Like the goddamn video. So anyway, the phone's in the middle. Yeah, put it right there. So anyway, y'all out, by the way? You guys dipping out now? No, he didn't leave it. Look at this. Fresh is messing up the show, goddammit. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. We're educating the people right now. All right, later, man. So anyway, what was I saying? So when I was on the border, right, and I would arrest someone, right, they would have him in custody. I'd go interview him. Hey, where were these drugs supposed to go, et cetera, whatever it is. You interview him, and then you have him in custody. So let's say he decides, I don't want to cooperate, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So I call the prosecutor. Hey, this is the evidence I got. They caught him with, 20 kilos of coke, whatever the hell it is. Cool. Are you going to accept prosecution or decline? They accept prosecution. They're like, hey, write up the complaint, whatever. So I would type up a complaint just like this. And then you would take the guy, drop him off at the jail. And then, you'd file the paperwork, et cetera, with the judge, all that other stuff the next day. and then you get assigned, you bring them to court for initial appearance, and then within 2 weeks, you had to go to grand jury and formally indict the case. Okay, so in this case, they got him into custody, and then they came back later and filed an information, which is actually kind of rare to do it that way, but we're going to talk about that here in a second. So, so anyway, before I start reading this complaint, let's look at some of these chats. So we got Casual Germ, $5 goes, question of the year, scammer or the drug dealer? Appreciate the hard work you and the squad do to help navigate life. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, I mean, if I was a criminal nowadays, bro, I'd be a scammer because you get less time being a scammer. But I will tell you this, the feds are cracking down on scammers, bro. If you scam, it's almost always federal immediately because you're using the internet, and the internet affects interstate commerce. So that's going to be a big, so I will say this, scamming is by far one of the fastest growing crimes. And I see more and more guys before I resigned from the government. I saw more and more guys getting arrested for scamming every day. So, you know, guys are transitioning over from drugs over to scamming, but you know, it's going to be the number one crime very soon. So, you know, and the guidelines haven't caught up. Like, guys aren't doing as much time for it, but once you start incorporating like money laundering and all this other stuff, that's when you start doing significant time, which is what this guy was looking at. And then we got 1 to the 3 showing some love, working. This is making my day, bro. They got you, bro. No worries, man. Love y'all. Hope, you know, we can learn a little bit from here. So, okay. So now you guys know what a criminal complaint is. So this FBI agent filed a criminal complaint in support of getting an arrest warrant against Ramon Olorunwa Abbas, aka Hushpuppi. And there's the case right there. So like I said, this is before indictment, as you guys can see with the MJ, right? So this is probably, yeah, and then the fiscal year right here. Okay, so I, the complainant in this case, state the following is true to the best of my knowledge and belief, beginning no later than October 15, 2019, and continuing through at least October 17th, 2019, in the county of Los Angeles in the Central District of California and elsewhere, the defendant conspired to launder proceeds fraudulently obtained from a law firm in violation of 18 USC 1956, conspiracy to engage in money laundering. And this is from Special Agent Andrew John Inancenti, and he's with the FBI. And this is the judge right here, Rosella A. Oliver. And this is signed on June 25th, 2020. And then here's the AUSA right here, the prosecutor, Anil J. Antoni. And actually, yeah, it's actually Joseph B. and then Woodring. Okay, so there was 3 AUSAs on this case, it looks like. So look at this. These motherfuckers got a table of contents. Bro, that's when you know it's not good. They got a fucking table of contents, my guys. I have never done a table of contents on a criminal complaint. Normally, when you do a criminal complaint, guys, you basically just outline your facts. You put the minimum required to establish probable cause, and that's it. You get your guy picked up and you leave. My man did a table of contents. Yo! Oh, Lord. We got $5 from Daniel. I love the breakdowns, Myron. Can you break down the LV shooting and why the feds seem to lose interest in the investigation? I can look that up. I never heard of this LV shooting, Daniel, but thank you so much for the donation. I'll definitely look into it. So, yeah, bro, this is not good. This tells me right here, more than likely, the AUSAs wrote this criminal complaint, right? Me personally, I always wrote my complaints. I thought it was weird when the AUSA would do it for you. But since this is a legal document, a lot of the times the AUSAs will be writing the complaint with you. Because here's the thing with the federal system, guys. When you do a case as a federal agent, remember how I told you guys earlier, I'll call the AUSA and see if they would accept or decline prosecution? You can't do shit as a Fed without going through a federal prosecutor. It's not like the state. As the state, you could be a detective or a police officer. You catch someone on the road. They're doing, you know, they catch them with a little bit of dime bag of drugs, whatever. You could arrest them. You don't got to call anybody. You just arrest them, write up your report, throw them in the jail, and then the ADA is going to deal with it in the morning. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. But with the feds, you can't arrest someone unless you get a prosecutor to accept prosecution. Like I told y'all before, AUSAs are divas. So they pick and choose which cases they want to take because they don't want to lose. So a lot of the time, this is why the feds don't lose, because you got the prosecutor working very closely with you on this case. Because feds, right, AUSAs, federal prosecutors, typically most of them don't carry more than 10 to 15 cases. So they're able to put their time and energy into each case. So they'll actually write the affidavits for you a lot of the time. Me personally, I never let AUSAs write my affidavits. I think that's weird. But there's a lot of districts where the AUSAs write the affidavits for you. So the fact that there's a table of contents, I say all that to tell you this. The fact that there's a table of contents here is not common And the AUSA probably wrote this thing, which means, my friend, it is not looking good for you. Anyway, so let's start reading this thing. All right. All right. Affidavit. I, Andrew John Anasanti, being duly sworn, declare and state as follows. Introduction. So, guys, the first paragraph of every single criminal complaint is always going to be the introduction to the affiant, who is typically a special agent or a task force officer. And they're going to talk about what kinds of crimes they did in the past. So I'll show you guys one of my affidavits, actually, from back in the day. And it's very similar. Right? You talk about your background and stuff like that. Actually, part of the reason how I got doxxed was because someone leaked one of my affidavits, just like this. So he goes, paragraph 1, I'm a special agent with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and have been so employed since approximately March 2015. Oh, this is my man new. I am currently assigned to the Los Angeles Field Office High-Tech Organized Crime Squad, where I primarily investigate cyber-enabled fraud and business email compromise, BEC schemes, okay? Between approximately August 2015 and December 2018, I was assigned to a cybercrime squad in the Chicago field office, where I investigated cyber-related crimes, including BEC cases. During my career, remember, guys, BEC is business email compromise. That's what they're going to probably be using for the rest of this affidavit. That's why he's referring to it as BEC here. So business email compromise, guys, okay? During my career as FBI special agent, I participated in numerous computer crime investigations. In addition, I have received both formal and informal training from the FBI and other institutions regarding computer-related investigations, computer technology, and white-collar fraud. And just so y'all know, guys, I've done financial investigations like this as well. Not as much with BEC, but I've done money laundering cases as well, similar to this. And Homeland Security Investigations also does these kinds of cases. So the FBI does them, and so do we. This affidavit is made in support of a criminal complaint against and arrest warrant, because like I told you before, this affidavit is so that he can get an arrest warrant for Ramon Oluruana Abbas, also known as Hushpuppi, a.k.a. Hush Abbas, for violation of 18 U.S.C. 1956, conspiracy to engage in money laundering. The facts set forth in this affidavit are based upon my personal involvement in this investigation, my review of reports and other documents related to this investigation, my training experience and information obtained from other agents. Oh, sorry, guys. From other agents, law enforcement officers, and witnesses. So, guys, hearsay is allowed in these affidavits, okay? Because you're basically gathering evidence. So he's going to be referring to information from other agents, other law enforcement officers, financial documents, etc. This affidavit is intended to show merely that there is sufficient probable cause for the requested complaint and arrest warrant, and does not purport to set forth all of my knowledge of the government's investigation in this manner. Guys, this is extremely important. What he's basically saying in plain English is, hey, motherfuckers, this isn't all I got. This is just some of what I got, just so that I can get probable cause. And y'all just saw a second ago that these motherfuckers got a table of contents. So this is not good. They got a table of contents, and this is just a little bit of what they got, okay? Just to put things in perspective for y'all, to let you know how bad this is going to probably go for our boy Hushpuppi, all right? All right. Unless specifically indicated otherwise, all conversations and statements described in this affidavit are related in substance and in part only. Guys, that's very important. That means that anything that they have here, whether they're debriefing an informant or they're showing you a piece of evidence from a document that they have or whatever, they're just summarizing it for y'all. There's more to it, okay? I can already tell this is going to be a slow roast of our boy Hushpuppi. But anyway, let's continue on. Unless specifically indicated otherwise, all dates set forth below are on or about the dates indicated, and all amounts or sums are approximate. Okay, so he's basically saying not everything's going to be exact, but this is just in summary the facts that we got. All right, so now we're getting into the summary of the probable cause. So now we're going to start getting into the meat and potatoes of this thing. And before we get into that, guys, so we went over who Hushpuppi is, right? Then we went over his Instagram, okay, and figured out like the lavish lifestyle. Then we went over what a criminal complaint is versus information versus indictment, etc. Then we introduced who the FBI agent is on the case and what a BEC case is, BEC investigation is, right, which is business email compromise, okay? Now we're going to get into the probable cause, which is the actual facts of the case. So, guys, do me a favor, like the video. There's almost 1,300 of you guys in here right now, and let's see how many likes we got. I think we only got 400. Let me look here. Like the video, guys. We got 600 likes almost, 599. Guys, get me to at least 1,000 likes, all right? That would be huge. I know you guys get mad in the comments. Oh, Myron, you always ask for likes, blah, blah, blah. You guys don't understand that engagement is very important for YouTube. So if you guys want me to keep making this content, I don't care if you guys donate or send super chats. If you guys do, I love it. Thank you guys so much. It helps me make more of this content. But all I'm asking for is a like. You guys don't have to give me $1. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy breaking these cases down and giving you guys my perspective, because I used to write documents like this. I used to be an agent, guys, with Homeland Security. I didn't work with FBI. I didn't work for the FBI, but I'm very aware of how they operate, because at the end of the day, we all use the same court documents, the same investigative techniques, etc. So I'm going to be able to break this down for y'all. And the fact that they already got a table of contents in this criminal complaint is not good, my friends. So like the video, please. All right, so let's get into this thing. Ramon Abbas is a Nigerian national living in the United Emirates, the UAE, whose social media accounts frequently show him in designer clothes, wearing expensive watches, and posing in or with luxury cars and charter jets. See, there you go. That's how you get the FBI's attention right there. You flexing and you ain't paying taxes, you doing some other weird stuff. They looking, baby. They're like, oh, really? Okay. You out here making this kind of money? We're interested. The FBI's investigation has revealed that Abbas finances this opulent lifestyle through crime, and that he is one of the leaders of a transnational network that facilitates computer intrusions, fraudulent schemes, including BEC schemes, and money laundering, targeting victims around the world in schemes designed to steal hundreds of millions of dollars. Abbas participated in these fraudulent schemes and money laundering in coordination with multiple co-conspirators, including the persons referred to herein as co-conspirator 1 and co-conspirator 2. Holy fuck. So off rip, okay, they have informants. Oh, man. And what probably happened, guys, is they probably caught these guys, right? Co-conspirator 1 and co-conspirator 2. And they're like, hey, listen, bro, what you want to do? You want to go to jail for a significant amount of time? Or you want to cooperate with the feds and save yourself? And let me tell y'all something. When it comes to financial crimes like this, scamming, whatever it is, they're cooperating, bro. It's not like they're going to get like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the drug game where it's like, oh, man, they're going to kill my family and stuff. Bro, it's all fraud. A lot of the times these guys don't even know who each other are. They might have met each other once or twice, but it's all done on the internet. There's that level of anonymity. So they're definitely going to snitch, all right? So anyway. All right, number 5. This affidavit discusses several fraudulent schemes involving Abbas. First, messages found on the iPhone of co-conspirator 1, reviewed pursuant to a federal search warrant issued in this district. Okay, so just like I told y'all, see, guys, just let y'all know something. I did not read this affidavit all the way through. I skimmed through it, but I already knew. Once they said co-conspirator 1, I was like, oh, they got informants. It's done. It's a wrap. They got witnesses that are cooperating. So see here, it says reviewed pursuant to a federal search warrant issued in this district. So that tells me right there and then, stop the show, that this guy was a target of investigation at some point, okay? Then they probably had a charge on him because they did a search warrant to get into his phone, and then they probably confronted him with the stuff. What you want to do? We can put you in jail or you can cooperate. Oh, I can give you this guy in Dubai. Look at his Instagram. He's lit. He has a blue check and all this other stuff. I got you. And then next thing you know, they're going to go ahead and do the case on him. This guy gets a lighter sentence and he cooperates, because you don't need to do a search warrant if someone's cooperating with you. You only do a search warrant when it's a subject of investigation, guys, because getting a search warrant is not easy. You have to write up an affidavit similar to this, showing all your facts and circumstances as to why you have probable cause to get on the phone, etc. So this guy right now, I'll tell you, co-conspirator 1 was definitely a subject of investigation, and they flipped him. Okay? That's how they build cases, gentlemen. So I can read between the lines, and we're going to have a lot of fun reading this this complaint, which this affidavit. So he reviewed the search warrant, right? Reflect that Abbas, co-conspirator 1 and co-conspirator 2 with others, committed a BEC scheme that defrauded a victim in the United States of approximately $922,857.76, including approximately $396,000 that Abbas, co-conspirator 1 and co-conspirator 2 laundered while co-conspirator 2 was in Los Angeles, California. Stop the show. That's how they got venue right there, guys. Okay? So I know you guys are probably wondering, well, yo, how did the feds get this guy that's a Nigerian national all the way in Dubai? Well, he was committing crimes with this guy, right? Co-conspirator 2, who lives in Los Angeles. Okay? That is what makes the case federal, guys. He was participating in this conspiracy. They were wiring money around, so now it affects interstate commerce. And the guy is in Los Angeles, which gives the FBI Los Angeles field office venue, and they took the case, which is why the cases you guys saw at the top of the screen is being prosecuted in the Central District of Florida. All right? Give me a goddamn like if you guys enjoyed this education that we're doing, man. We're breaking this thing all the way down, baby. So yeah, they stole quite a bit of money from one guy. And then here's a little footnote here. So guys, this is what BEC schemes are, okay? AKA business email compromise. BEC fraud schemes often involve a computer hacker gaining unauthorized access to a business email account, blocking or redirecting communications to and or from that email account, and then using the compromised email account or a separate fraudulent email account, sometimes called a spoof email account, to communicate with personnel from a victim company and to attempt to trick them into making an unauthorized wire transfer. Okay? The fraudster will direct the unsuspecting personnel of the victim company to wire frauds to the bank account of a third party, sometimes referred to as a money mule, which is often bank-owned, controlled, and or used by individuals involved in a scheme based in the United States. The money may then be laundered by wiring or transferring it through numerous bank accounts to launder the money, or by quickly withdrawing it as cash by check or by cashier's check. So now we know what a BEC scheme is, and they put this here as a footnote so that you guys kind of know what it is, all right? So keep that in mind. This is what business email compromise is. Essentially, guys, boiling this down, me redirecting email traffic as a and pretending to be someone that I'm not so that I can receive funds from the victim company, all right? So let's see here real quick. I got a chat from our boy, DL Saint. What's good, brother? Have you seen the Tinder swindler? This guy, Simon Lviv, used the Disney fairy tale to tell women into giving him millions. SMH, be smart out there, people. All I got to say for that guy is City Boys, we up, baby. We're slowly taking it back. All right? We're slowly taking it back. These girls are not going to finesse us forever, God damn it. And then we got, let's see here. Hotshot Haven, what's your Instagram, bro? Love the content. I'd like to be a sponsor. I'm a trucking fleet owner that changed his life about 15 years ago, and your information is seriously valuable. Check me out on Unplug Fit, guys. Hotshot, it's Unplug Fit. UN plug and then fit. One word. It's a verified account, so you'll know it's me. I got like a cartoon picture as a default. And then Myron, my uncle is moving people across the border in the RGV. Now I'm wondering if you were the one that arrested him, ending up serving 4 years. Oh shit! In the Rio Grande Valley, it wasn't me because I was stationed in the Laredo office, but it was probably our McAllen officer son that got your uncle, bro. He was out there hustling, I guess. And then we got Dollface TV, $5. Thank you so much. Shout out to Dollface TV, man. She's good. She's been on the show before, guys. If you guys don't know, shout out to her. And then what else do we got here? And then we got our boy Ban, $10 Canadian. How can the feds get into his phone, assuming you use iPhones, and Apple claims everything is locked and encrypted and they'll never provide the keys to LEO? No, so this is what probably happened, guys. They did a search warrant on his phone. They probably had the phone already seized and they had it unlocked. And then so let me break this down for y'all real fast. Quick little side note so you guys know. Anytime I arrest someone, I would immediately take their phone, I would put it in airplane mode, and I'd get the code from the person. Okay? And what I would do is I would seize it, put it in airplane mode, put it in the evidence room. Then I would write up a search warrant, right? That, hey, I need to get into this phone for such and such evidence. And then I get the search warrant signed by the judge. I come back, and then I take the phone to an examiner, a forensic, we call him a forensic agent. He go ahead and does a dump on the phone. We call it a phone dump. And then I'm able to look at all the information that's on the phone. So that's how you do it when you would seize. That's how I did it when I would seize phones. You always get the code from the suspect. Okay. Sometimes they don't give it to you though, which is a pain in the ass. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'm like, no, bro, fuck you. And when that happens, then you can try to unlock it, but it's very difficult, because it is encrypted. So you are correct. It is very difficult for Leos to get into your phone if they don't have the code. All right. But I always got the code from the guy, because I was very nice, guys. It's not like the movies, guys. It's not like you go in there, hey, asshole, I need the phone right now or else. You know what I'm saying? Or I need your code, and, you smacking them and all that shit, in a dark room, or waterboarding them. Like, we don't do that, bro. You're not going to get anywhere with that. You got to be nice to the guys. You know what I'm saying? You got to be nice. I always treated my suspects very well. I always respected them. I never like yelled at them or anything like that. I would rarely yell in interviews, guys. A lot of the time it was a very general conversation, like two friends are just kicking and talking shit, having a good time. I'll make some jokes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, you really fucked up on this one, didn't you? Ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? And people open up. They open up. It's all about being personable, right? To extract information, and they would give you the code. So anyway, Jaden Zoo. No, I am not a Fed, guys. I used to be. I resigned from the government back in 2020. So anyway, so now we know what a BEC is, right? So we were talking about, so they basically defrauded one guy out of like 1.2 million, essentially, right? Now, with co-conspirator 2 and co-conspirator 1. So now it goes, second, Abbas and co-conspirator 1 conspired to launder funds intended to be stolen through fraudulent wire transfers from a foreign financial institution, the foreign financial institution, in which fraudulent wire transfers totaling approximately 13 million or 14.7, 13 million euros, I think that is, or 14.7 million US, were sent to bank accounts around the world in February 2019. Co-conspirator 1 conspired with the persons who initiated the fraudulent wire transfers and also conspired with a number of others, including Abbas, to launder the funds that were intended to be stolen. Abbas specifically provided co-conspirator 1 with 2 bank accounts in Europe that Abbas anticipated would receive 5 million of the fraudulently obtained funds. So as you guys can see, Hushpuppi, aka Abbas, and these 2 conspirators are working very closely together. Okay, Abbas is giving them bank accounts and everything else like that. So my theory is this: the FBI pinched co-conspirator 1 and co-conspirator 2 first, and then they helped these 2 conspirators help them get Hushpuppi in return for a lighter sentence because he was higher up in the totem pole. Number 7. Other communication between Abbas and co-conspirator 1 indicate that in addition to these schemes, Abbas and co-conspirator 1 conspired to launder tens and at times hundreds of millions of dollars that were proceeds of other fraudulent schemes and computer intrusions, including a fraudulent scheme to steal 100 million from an English Premier League football club. So, okay, statement of probable cause. Now we're on identification of Abbas. So this is how they figured out who Abbas was, guys, aka Hushpuppi. And while I get this drink of water, like the video, please, guys. There's 1,600 y'all in here, and I'm giving a lot of gems on here on how feds run cases, guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. All right. And we got our boy Tay, 2,300. Is this PP loan scam? If not, can you talk about that? This is not a PP loan scam, guys. This is way worse than a PP loan scam. Where this is a lot of money. Soka Express, how likely are the feds to pursue scammers in a place that's hard to navigate like Nigeria, and what dollar amount raises feds' eyeballs when it comes to scamming? Obviously, it's got to be worth it, man. It's got to be worth a couple mil, at least $1 million, unless like, you're someone that's like, hurting people and stuff like that. But that's a whole other thing. So, okay. So now we're at the identification of Abbas. Okay. Analysis of co-conspirator 1's iPhone and other online accounts show that co-conspirator 1 operated and tasked money mule crews for a number of fraudulent schemes, including business email compromise schemes and cyber heists. Analysis also showed that co-conspirator 1 communicated with UAE phone number, boom, phone number 1, okay? So this number right here, guys, is probably Abbas's number, about multiple fraudulent schemes and money laundering, as described below. Phone number 1 was one of the phone numbers Abbas used during 2019 and 2020. So bam, they got one of his phone numbers, and they flip this guy and they identify one of Hushpuppi's numbers. Okay, remember, guys, Abbas is Hushpuppi. Now, based on my review, pursuant to a federal search warrant obtained in this district of data from co-conspirator 1's iPhone. Remember, guys, co-conspirator 1 is cooperating now. So they got a search warrant, probably pressured him, and then, hey, what do you want to do? And they had this information on his phone. So that's how they were able to build the case against co-conspirator 1, who is now cooperating with them to get Hushpuppi. So information obtained from co-conspirator 1 iPhone and from an online account connected to that phone, the online account, other law enforcement personnel's review of that digital data, and from discussions with the United States Secret Service and FBI personnel, I know the following. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, whoa, Myron, what the fuck? Why is the Secret Service involved in this? So a lot of people don't know this, but the Secret Service is in charge of doing all counterfeit money in the United States, and they also do financial crimes. Now, that is not their main mission. Their main mission is protection details for the president and foreign dignitary, and for foreign officials that come in, along with Department of DSS, Diplomatic Security Service. But the Secret Service also does retail fraud, and they do credit card fraud, and they also do scamming, online fraud like this. So I would be willing to bet that this was a fraud task force, and they work together. Okay, so that's why the Secret Service is on this. So he got this information from Secret Service. Co-conspirators 1 listed as phone number 1. Remember, guys, phone 1 is Hushpuppi. All right, and I'm going to be constantly reminding you guys this so that you keep track, because I already know you guys might be losing parts here. Okay, because this is a complex case, so I'm gonna make sure I keep you guys in touch. So co-conspirator 1's phone, remember the snitch, listed phone number 1 with the contact name Hush. Okay, the phone also contained a contact for Snapchat username Hushpuppi5. And if you guys remember, right, that right there, boom, Hushpuppi5 on his fucking Instagram. Right? So where were we? Boom. Hushpuppi5, which listed the Snapchat contact name, the billionaire Gucci master. Must be easy to identify him. I'm the billionaire Gucci master. And then you go ahead and you look at my man's Instagram right here, just like this, right? Oh, billionaire Gucci master. Hold on, wait 1 second. Let me look. Oh, here he is. And what's he wearing? Oh, Gucci. Oh, but yeah, the billionaire Gucci master. Oh, here he is. Okay, I think that's a positive identification, guys. All right. So anyway, yeah, you can't make this shit up. Now, searches of phone number 1 and the contacts named Hush and co-conspirator 1's iPhone revealed messaging conversation between Hush using phone number 1 and co-conspirator 1. For ease of reference, communications with this moniker and phone number 1 are referred to as communications with Abbas and the remainder of this affidavit. Okay, so now that we know, we've identified co-conspirator 1, right? So they did a search warrant of co-conspirator 1's phone. Then looking through his phone, they found this UAE number, right? This Dubai number. Then in that Dubai number, it was saved as Hush and his Snapchat Hushpuppi5. And then they were able to identify that phone number as belonging to Abbas. So now we know who is the user of phone number 1, who is Abbas. All right. In or around December 2019, April 2020, and June 2020, I reviewed the publicly viewable Instagram account of Hushpuppi at www.instagram.com/Hushpuppi. Based on the information available on the profile page, the user of that account made more than 500 posts and had 2.3 million followers as of June 2020. Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. So they had his Instagram as well, right? And let's see. He had 2.3 back then. He's at 2.6. So, yeah, okay. He got 300,000 followers since he's been in jail. And then here's the other thing, too, guys. His account is verified. Okay. Now, let me tell y'all something about having a verified account. I have one of these as well. When you have a verified account, guys, you have to give your ID. You have to show. You have to basically, because the whole point of having a verified account, guys, for y'all that are wondering, so it first started with like celebrities and people wanting to know that they're hitting up, like, let's say you're a fan of Rihanna, right? You want to make sure you're getting the real Rihanna page. The verified account tells you this is her real page. So any type of promo, anything that she's affiliated with, any products or services she's selling, you can buy it from there, and you know it's legit and it's the real person. And you have to submit your driver's license and or passport to go ahead and get verified so they know it's actually you. So Instagram can verify that you are the person that you say that you are, the famous person. So the fact that Hushpuppi is verified actually hurts him because they know that he's a user of this Instagram account. So my tip to all you guys out there, if you're famous and you're committing crime and you got a verified account, it's not a good look for you, man. All right? Next thing you know, them alphabet boys are going to be at your house. FBI, open up! So, yeah. All right, so let's get back into reading it, right? So they identify his Instagram account, right? Based on information available, okay, so boom. Yeah, so he had 2.3 as of June 2020. 11. This Instagram account included numerous publicly viewable images of a man who appeared to be Abbas based on comparisons of photographs of Abbas in passports and other identification documents referenced below in paragraph 16C to 16C IV. Hundreds of these images on the Instagram account showed Abbas in designer clothing and shoes, posing on or in luxury vehicles, wearing high-end watches, or possessing other luxury items indicating substantial wealth. Oh, Lord. For example, on June 6, 2020, Abbas posted a photograph of a white Rolls-Royce Cullinan that included the hashtag all mine. Let's see if we can find this picture. Let's be the FBI agent for a second. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this it? No, this ain't it. We're going to find this picture. All right. He said white Rolls-Royce. So we're going to scroll through here. Guys, I mean, you really can't make this shit up, man. Is this it right here? Iconic. Speaks for itself. Nope, that ain't it. Hold on. We going to find this bad boy. It was June. Hold on. It was June 6, 2020. So what the fuck? It must have been recently. Oh, is this? Oh, my bad. My bad, guys. This is June. When the hell is this posted? What? What the hell? All right. Whatever. You guys get the point, though. It's somewhere here, but they were basically, I don't know why it doesn't show the date of when it was posted. All right. Either way. So you guys know that the feds are watching, okay? Obviously, this extravagant lifestyle has their interest, right? Oh, it included the hashtag all mine. Oh, well, oh, then it must have been, okay, you know what? Hold on. See, now I know I'm not going to give up on this. It's got to be this one. Does he have the hashtag all mine on this joint? Yeah, here we go. All mine. Okay. My bad, guys. So this is what they saw. Oh, man. On February 27, 2019, Abbas posted a photograph of himself in front of two vehicles, one of which he described as his new Rolls-Royce Wraith. Based on review of publicly available pricing information, the starting price for each of these vehicles is approximately $330,000. Oh, man. Okay. A photograph in front of two vehicles, one of which he described as new Rolls. You know what? Let's find this picture, too. Yo, the FBI must have been triggered looking at my man's Instagram, bro. They're like, hey, you fucking asshole. You're taking all these goddamn pictures of these nice cars. All right, bro, we gonna teach you something. Was this one it? No, two cars. Let's see. Here, is this it? I think this is it. Yeah, my Rolls-Royce rate. Yeah, this is it. Oh my God, bro. This fucking guy, man.
Bruh.
All right. When living too extravagant, when flexing goes wrong. Based on review of publicly available pricing. Okay, yeah. So we know how much the car's worth. More than 24 images showed Abbas in front of, on top of, or inside of other luxury vehicles, including multiple models of Bentley, Ferrari, Mercedes, and Rolls-Royce. On numerous occasions, Abbas posted photos of himself wearing items and or holding shopping bags from luxury stores such as Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Versace, Fendi, and more. Okay, guys, you're probably wondering, bro, why is he putting all this out there? What he's establishing, guys, is that more than likely this is the same person that's working with co-conspirator one, because he's showing the lifestyle of that he's gained from the illicit proceeds of his scamming. Okay, so that's why he's showing all this stuff. All right. So on numerous occasions, Abbas posted boom, boom, boom. Okay, we got that one. Yep. So so now we're on multiple dates, including April 17th, 2020, June 19th, 2019. And July 1st, 2019, Abbas posted images of himself inside or in front of private jets. Multiple photographs also appear to show Abbas posing in locations around the world, such as Dubai and Paris. And as you guys can see, yeah, we definitely saw that earlier. Him on planes and stuff like that, right? Flexing. Let's see here. Here he is in Paris, right? Here he is with a private jet in the back. Oh, man. The feds are like, okay, bro, we got you now, buddy. All right. The following photographs are from review of Abbas's Instagram account. This Instagram profile also claimed that the user was, look, they put his pictures in the goddamn complaint, guys. Bruh. Oh, man. This Instagram profile also claimed that the user was a real estate developer and listed the user Snapchat as Hushpuppi5, which is the same Snapchat account name that was saved a co-conspirator one's iPhone. See paragraph 9. So this is how they positively identified him, guys. He had his Snapchat in there, so they got him. All right. Based on records from Instagram received in June 2020, the Instagram account was subscribed with the name Ray, the email address rayhushpuppi@gmail.com, and the verified phone number on 971, etc. Phone number 2. Okay, you guys caught that? Now they got his second phone number. So they got the first phone number from co-conspirator 1, aka the snitch. Okay, now they went and subpoenaed his Instagram stuff, and now they got his second phone number, and now they're going to refer to that as phone number 2, and they got his email address. Okay. The Instagram account was created on October 10, 2012, and recent account history from 2020 showed logins from Internet Protocol addresses located in the UAE. Okay, so they were able to trace back all his logins on Instagram from geolocation that he was, in fact, in the United Arab Emirates. Okay, based on my training experience, I know that, and this is a little sub note here, guys. I know that Internet Protocol version 4 address, also known as IP4 addresses, or more commonly IP address, is a set of 4 numbers, each ranging from 0 to 255 and separated by a period that is used to route traffic on the internet. A single IP address can manage internet traffic for more than one computer or device, such as when a router in one's home routes traffic to one's desktop computer as well as to one's tablet or smartphone. While all using the same IP address to access the internet, IP addresses can be used to establish a person's approximate or at times exact geographic location.
Bruh.
So they got him dead to rights. They know his ass is in UAE, okay? And he described to you guys right there how he knows. Okay, so we go here. So now we got his second phone number, right? So they go, Hushpuppi, Abbas lives in the UAE based on information from his email and social media accounts, financial records, and internet research, some of which is further discussed below. Based on subscriber records from Snapchat Inc., or from Snap Inc., the Snapchat account, Hushpuppi5 used the phone number 971-565, phone number 3, and the email address rayhushpuppi@gmail.com, i.e. the same email as the Instagram account. The Snapchat account used the display name, the billionaire Gucci Master.
Bruh.
Which was the same Snapchat contact saved in co-conspirator 1's phone for the Snapchat account for Hushpuppi.
Bruh.
5. So now, guys, you see that? They went. So this is what they did, guys. So it goes based on subscriber records from Snap Inc. So let me break this down for y'all, okay? As a federal agent, you can do something called, you can send a subpoena, okay? And a subpoena basically compels a corporation or a company or whatever it is to give you certain types of information that are not necessarily rise to the level where he's impeding on your Fourth Amendment right of privacy, but that the company owns, okay? So if, let's say you're a drug dealer, right? And I know that you use phone number, 915, whatever the hell, right? I can go ahead and go to T-Mobile or AT&T and say, hey, serve them with a subpoena, and they're going to give me the subscriber of the phone number, and they're going to give me who owns the phone number. So if it's you or if it's your mom or whatever, I can subpoena that information through a legal subpoena and then an admin subpoena, and then I get that information. So basically, and some agencies have subpoena authority to do this. So he basically served Snapchat Inc. with a subpoena. They gave him the subscriber information, and that's how he was able to identify phone number 3 and the email address, which is linked to the same Instagram account, okay? And then on top of that, the Snapchat account used the display name Billionaire Gucci Master, which is exactly what one of his snitches had. So records from Apple Inc. showed the following. The email account rayhushpuppi@gmail.com was used to create an Apple account on March 29, 2014, which was active as of May 2020, and user subscriber name Ray Hushpuppi. The same email account was used in subscriber records of another Apple account, which account records also listed in the email address rayhushpuppi@icloud.com and on another Google account. So now they got his regular email, and now they got his iCloud email as well, guys. And they know that he used that email to create an Apple account, aka what? We know that there's going to be an iCloud here somewhere, okay? Yo, you guys enjoying this breakdown, man? Give me some fire emojis in the chat if you guys are enjoying this. And if because I'm like breaking it down a bit more, so you guys kind of understand what happens to whatever. Because like you guys are probably wondering, what subscriber information? What? That's how he got it. He served Snap Inc. with a subpoena. Okay. Likes are free from Michael Meestroke. Thank you so much. Shout out to King Life saying, are y'all stupid? Like the goddamn video. Thank you for that, King Life, my man. And then we got $5 here from Amari. Hushpuppi looking like fresh and R Plug's cousin LMAO. Instagram page is fire, but you should have came up with something better than real estate investor. That's a fact, my man. This dude ain't invested in no goddamn real estate except for real estate in prison. Just showing some love. Pump for this breakdown. Hope you're enjoying it. And that's from Christian Warsham. And then we got Tutoro, member of the team. Thank you so much. Oh, badges. I should have them by today or tomorrow, by the way, guys. Okay, and we read this one earlier. Okay, I think I'm caught up. And then PP loan scam. All right, cool. All right, so let's get this keep going here. And guys, like the video, please, okay? Okay, so now we know what his iCloud is too. Phone number 1 was listed in the subscriber records of a third Apple account, which was created on November 7, 2019. The account listed the subscriber name, God is Good, Godson, okay? And the verified email address, God is Good all the time, 007 at Gmail. Despite using that subscriber name, the name Ramon Abbas was listed in account records in December 2019 and January 2020. Apple records further listed user's address as 1706 Palazzo Versace in Dubai, UAE, the Palazzo Versace address. Records from Google for Abbas's email address, rayhushpuppi at gmail.com, which are described more below, include a lease/renewal tenancy contract for Palazzo Versace address located for April 4, 2020 through May 30th, 2021, which also listed phone number 3. Okay, so now we have 3 phone numbers that are linked to our boy, Hushpuppi, okay? And they got email addresses for him, guys. And this is all very important because this is how they're going to link everything back to Hushpuppi, okay? Okay, so for phone number 3, post on Abbas' Instagram page also suggests that he lived at the Palazzo Versace apartments in Dubai, including one that listed the location Palazzo Versace, Dubai. All right. So now we got Google records in turn indicated that the email account God is Good all the time 0007, which is used the subscriber name God is Good all the time, Gracious God, was both created and last logged into on November 7, 2019. The email account was accessed on November 7, 2019 from an IP address that geolocates to the UAE. Google records for this account also include several Apple invoices billed to Abbas, which use the Palazzo Versace address as the billing address. Based on my review and on FBI computer scientist review of Google account records for rayhushpuppi at gmail.com obtained through legal process and a federal search warrant in this district, I know the following. The account used the subscriber name rayhushpuppi and was created on September 19, 2013. Additionally, the recovery email listed was rayhushpuppi at icloud.com and the recovery phone number was phone number 2. Multiple emails in the email account rayhushpuppi confirmed that Abbas used phone number 1, phone number 2, and phone number 3. As noted above, on April 6, 2020, an email sent to rayhushpuppi at gmail.com contained a tenancy contract for the Palazzo Versace address with Abbas listed as the tenant and phone number 3 as his phone number. On February 6, 2020 and March 3rd, 2020, rayhushpuppi at gmail.com was used to send phone number 1 to other persons, which the account used described as my mobile number and my phone number, respectively. On December 13, 2019, a booking confirmation sent to rayhushpuppi at gmail.com contained Abbas's full name, the Plaza Versace address, and phone number 3. On August 14, 2019, an email sent to rayhushpuppi at gmail.com containing a flight itinerary for Abbas, also listed phone number 2. On July 11, 2019, an order receipt sent to rayhushpuppi at gmail.com contained Abbas's name, the Plaza Versace address, and phone number 2. On May 26, 2019, rayhushpuppi at gmail.com was used to send an email containing Abbas's name as well as phone number 1 and the phone number 2 as contact numbers. On May 25th, 2019, rayhushpuppi at gmail.com was used to send an email regarding a UAE bank transaction that was blocked and the sender listed phone number 2. On February 5th, 2019, an online order confirmation email sent to rayhushpuppi at gmail.com included both Abbas's name and phone number 1. On November 4, 2018, an email containing a flight itinerary for Abbas also listed phone number 3. Multiple emails in the email account will also contain photographs or scans of several foreign identification documents for Abbas. On September 12, 2017, RayHushPuppi@gmail.com sends a photograph of the Federal Republic of Nigeria passport of Abbas with a passport number ending in 2132. The passport was issued in Malaysia in 2015, stated that Abbas is a Nigerian citizen, and listed Abbas's birthday as October 11, 1982. The photograph of this Nigerian passport was included with a photograph of a UAE resident identity card in Abbas's name, containing his picture and an ID number ending in 9431. The email transmitting both photographs stated that they were the sender's identity and passport page, followed by my real Instagram page. Consistent with that statement, the email also included a screenshot of the Instagram account at Hushpuppi, which also showed the Snapchat username Hushpuppi5. On February 23rd, 2020, RayHushPuppi@gmail.com sent an email containing a photograph of a different Federal Republic of Nigeria passport of Abbas with passport number ending in 5915, as well as UAE visa with the same resident ID number ending in 9431. Both passport and UAE visa are pictured below. Holy! Oh, man! They got my man dead to rights, bro. They know his dick size at this point. Oh, my God.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
On the next day, February 24, 2020, in response to that email, RayHushPuppi@gmail.com received a scan of a St. Christopher, St. Kitts, and Navis passport of Abbas with the passport number ending in 4154. The passport was issued in St. Kitts in February 2020 and also listed Abbas's birthday as October 11th, 1982. The photographs of these four identifications were consistent with each other and were also consistent with photographs I have seen of Abbas, including photographs on his publicly viewable social media accounts described in his affidavit. The email account at RayHushPuppi@gmail.com also contained photographs or scans of foreign identification documents of approximately 13 persons other than Abbas of different nationalities, including Nigeria, the UK, Kenya, UAE, USA, and Pakistan. Okay, so these are probably his co-conspirators right here, guys. Okay, that's something to think about. Based on bank statements and transaction confirmations found in the email account RayHushPuppi@gmail.com from June 2016 to April 20th, 2020, to April 2020, Abbas had financial accounts in Nigeria and the UAE in his name. Moreover, emails from RayHushPuppi@gmail.com also showed that Abbas conducted financial transactions and or transfers with individuals believed by the FBI to be co-conspirators, including a target of investigation by the FBI in Chicago. Oh, man. Transaction confirmation emails included transfer amounts and the name of the sending or receiving accounts for those transfers. So, guys, quick little pause. So, let's build this up. Co-conspirator 1 gives them the phone number, right? And the phone number and the Snapchat. From there, FBI peels a layer back and starts subpoenaing his stuff. They start identifying his other phone numbers. They start identifying where he lives. They start getting his location. They figure out his email addresses, which are used to do other things, booking flights, etc. So they're able to positively identify Hushpuppi is the user of these 3 phone numbers and these different email addresses. And then on top of that, they're able to identify 13 other people, okay, that are 13 other people that are basically involved in the situation. And they figure out that one of the people that he's working with is a target of investigation in Chicago, okay? So, man, this is not looking too good right here. So, the email account, RayHushPuppi@gmail.com, also contained emails with attachments relating to wire transfers and large dollar values, including wire transfers in February 2018 in the amounts of $250,000 and $2,397,000. Based on the context of the emails, as well as other information gathered during the FBI investigation about one of the sender email accounts, it appears that these emails were related to fraudulent transactions. Now we're on paragraph 17. Other financial authority records corroborate Abbas's identity. Records from Western Union indicate that 2 money transfers, one listing phone number 1 and one listing phone number 3. Remember, guys, they got those phone numbers for him. Occurred in UAE in 2018, in which the sender was listed as Abbas with a birth date of October 11, 1982, and using an identification bearing the same number ending in 9431 as the UAE resident identity card referenced in paragraph 16. See how now they're piecing it together? They got all his identification documents, and they know which identification numbers, documents end in which numbers, and they have his birthday, they have all his information, they have his phone numbers, and they have his email. So there is no way that they don't know that he is the sender of some of this money and or accounts, okay? BC says, I'm eating popcorn right now. This dude is cooked. You guys are hilarious, bro. You. Okay. So quick little break. I'll hit the super chats real fast. Michael Meestroke, hit the like button. Yes, guys. Let me check this out real quick. Let me make sure that you guys are actually liking the goddamn video. Okay? Because we're having a good time reading this affidavit, making jokes, etc. At Hushpuppi's expense, of course. But hey, maybe he'll learn from his lesson this time that you're not going to fraud out people of millions of dollars, man. Yo, guys, we only got 1.1K likes, but there's 2,100 of you guys in here. I don't want to have to stop the show to get the likes up. Guys, like the video, okay? Because I got a bombshell at the end that I'm going to drop of what I think is going on here. So where were we? Okay, using identification. Okay, so they identified him with the IDs, right? Now we're B. That same UAE resident identity card was also used in connection with 2 MoneyGram transactions in 2018, in which Abbas, who again listed a birth date of October 11, 1982, and address in UAE, received funds. In these 2 transactions, as well as several other transactions through MoneyGram, Abbas listed phone number 3. Other evidence corroborates that Abbas' birthday is October 11, 1982, and that he is Ray Hushpuppi. A United States non-immigrant visa application submitted in December 2012 listed Abbas' full name and his birthday as October 11th, 1982. Moreover, on April 14, 2020, I reviewed information publicly viewable on the profile of the above referenced Hushpuppi Instagram account that is consistent with Abbas' birthday being on or about October 11th. Specifically, on October 12, 2018, the account posted an image of a birthday cake with the inscription, "Happy Birthday," and included the caption, "Thank you all so much for the love you showed me yesterday till now. I love you all, and thanks at Fendi Mohammed Abdel Nabi for the cake. God bless you all." Oh my God. Give me ones in the chat if you guys want me to find that post on Instagram. If you guys want me to keep going. If you guys want me to keep going, give me a 2. If you guys want me to find that post on Instagram, give me a 1. 1 if you want to see this cake. 2 if you want to just keep going. Let's see what the people want while I get this water. And while we wait, like the water. I'm sorry, like the video, God damn it. Oh, wow. Okay. Y'all want the... Okay. Let's go through and find this picture. We're gonna be the FBI for a second. Let's see here. Let's look for a fucking birthday cake, guys. So this one, November 22nd, 2018. So it's down a little bit further, probably. Oh, is this it? Thank you. Yep, this is it, man. This is October. Yeah, belated happy birthday. Okay, so this is one cake that they gave him. Is there another one? Oh, this is it, I think. Thank you so much for the love you showed me yesterday till now. I love you all. Thanks to Fendi and my... Oh, Lord! Man! Yo, the FBI was not fucking around on this case, guys. They were not messing around. They're like, we're going to get this nigga's birthday and we're going to confirm it on Instagram, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, Fendi, you put him in jail. Fendi, it's your fault, man. Oh, man. All right. So there we go. That was the picture that the FBI used to, I guess, positive identify his birthday. I also saw a post on October 11, 2017 by the Instagram account of a birthday cake with the Instagram inscription, "Happy birthday, Ramon," and the caption, "Thanks so much for Gucci for this special. God bless you guys at Dubai Mall Gucci store." Damn. So they went all the way back to 2017. Yo, you know what? Fuck it. Let's be the FBI agent again. This agent was petty, bruh. My man went all the way. It wasn't enough to get him in 2018. I got to get him in 2017 too. Let's see here. When was this? This is 2016. So let's move up a little bit. Yeah, I didn't realize because I never used the web version that they put the... Okay. So let's keep going. This is 2016. Yo, my man got mad pictures, bro. This is May. Okay, so we're getting close. We're getting close, guys. We're going to be the FBI agent here for a second. Oh, is this it? Yeah, thank you so much, Gucci, for this special. God bless you guys at the Dubai Gucci store. Yo. Yes, Dollface. I'm sure it wasn't a woman because a woman would not do a great job. Like, no, I'm just kidding. No, it was. They have the agent's name. I think his name was John Anasanti or something like that. The FBI agent's name that did this case because he was the affiant. So this is hilarious. All right. So yeah. So there we go. We got the two posts where they were able to confirm his birthday. So remember, guys, this paragraph was the identification of Abbas. Okay. Remember, this is what this entire area here was him. Damn, man. Yeah, identification of Abbas. So that part A was us identifying Abbas. So they got him dead to rights. If y'all think, I mean, at this point, they got the guy. They know who the hell he is. Okay? Because remember, he's the one sending these wires, so they had to figure out who the hell he is with his birthday. So now we're going to describe the victim law firm, okay, that they stole all this money from. Okay, so let me just, before we do this, we'll get into this. FBI forgot to mention academics is his younger bro. Okay, the twerking fresh. Thank you. We got Karan Kaur Punya. It's a wrap. Puppy is toast. Oh, we didn't even get into the good stuff yet, guys. We haven't even really gotten into the crime. Oh man, I hope you guys are enjoying this breakdown. You know what I'm saying? We got to make it entertaining a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because this stuff would be boring if I just read a monotone. Okay, the victim law firm and reviewing data from co-conspirator one's phone. Like, nah, hell no, bro. Okay. So the victim law firm, we're in paragraph 19 now, and we're about halfway through this affidavit, by the way, guys. But it looks like you guys are enjoying this thing, so like the video. Let's keep going. In reviewing data from co-conspirator one's phone, remember, guys, co-conspirator one is the first snitch, okay? I and another FBI employee saw messages reflecting that in or around October 2019, Abbas had conspired with co-conspirator one and co-conspirator two to commit a fraudulent wire transfer and money laundering scheme in which the U.S. victim, the victim law firm, lost approximately $922,857. Remember, guys, this was at the top of the paragraph. So this was from before. This is how they, I guess, got onto this guy. The messages reflected that part of the scheme, including acts in furtherance of the conspiracy, occurred while co-conspirator 2 was physically present in the Central District of Florida. Okay? So the two cooperators. Records obtained from JP Morgan Chase Bank for a bank account held in the U.S., the Chase account, reflect that the Chase account received a wire transfer on October 15, 2019 for approximately $922,857 from the victim law firm. Okay? So $922,000, almost $1 million was sent to a JP Morgan Chase Bank from the victim law firm who thought that they were paying someone that they should be paying. On October 17, 2019, there was a wire transfer from the Chase account to an account at a Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, CIBC, in Toronto, Ontario, for approximately $396,000. So they did two transactions, one for a Chase Bank and then one for the Canadian Bank. Bank records reflect that the specific amount in CIBC ended in 1716, the CIBC account. So we got two bank accounts identified, guys, okay? Bank records reflect that the specific the specific account at CIBC ended in 1716, consistent with what is discussed in below in paragraphs 21, 24, and 25. The remaining funds in the Chase account were transferred to other accounts. Based on review of data for co-conspirator one's phone on or around October 17, 2019, Abbas, using what appeared to be the Snapchat account Hushpuppi 5, sent an image of a Chase wire confirmation to co-conspirator 1. The image appeared to show a wire transfer form related to a transfer of approximately $396,000 from the Chase account to the CIBC account, which, based on other messages on a co-conspirator 1's iPhone, appears to have been held by co-conspirator 2. Okay, so it looks like co-conspirator 2 probably runs the Canadian bank account, but let's keep reading. On April 14, 2020, I interviewed SR, owner of the victim law firm. Okay, so now they got a witness here and a victim, okay, about the above reference wire sent on October 17, 2019. On April 16, 2020, I interviewed NC, who was an attorney and co-worker of SR, and on May 21st, 2020, I interviewed Casey, a paralegal of the victim law firm. Based on these interviews, I learned the following, okay? So guys, so he basically interviewed 4 people from the victim law firm. And you guys are probably wondering what the hell is SR and, you know, and Casey. These are their initials, guys. A lot of the times you don't want to put your witnesses' full names in the affidavit because it's discoverable. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want people to know that that these people are giving a statement, etc. And, you know, they can be attacked later on. So that's why. So he interviewed 4 people that got stolen $922,000 from them. And this is what he got from the 4 interviews. Oh, and then just so y'all know, a little quick footnote here. The sender information in the image was blocked by a Chase Bank business card, but the other bank records show that this transaction involved the Chase account. Okay, because I think he's probably going to put pictures in his affidavit. That's why he put that there. But this is what he gained from interviewing SR, NC, Casey. Okay, 3 people. So the owner of the law firm, an attorney for the law firm, and then a paralegal for the law firm. So he interviewed the lawyer, owner, and the paralegal. And this is what he got. The victim law firm, which is located in New York State, was representing a client, AD, in the refinance of real estate. AD was refinancing his or her property with Citizens Bank. As part of the closing for this refinance, on October 15, 2019, Casey sent a verification email to what appeared to be a Citizens Bank email address, later identified as the spoofed email address requesting wire instructions. Per internal policy of the victim law firm, all wire verifications were to be sent to their firm via fax and followed up by a phone call. Casey received a fax message in response to her verification email with what was later determined to be fraudulent wire instructions to transfer the loan payoff amount to their client AD to the Chase account. Casey then called the phone number listed on the fax to verify the wire instructions. On October 15th, 2019, Casey initiated the wire transfer to the Chase account for approximately $922,857.76. Neither the law firm nor their client AD realized the funds had been fraudulently transferred to the Chase account until later in October 2019, when AD checked his or her bank and realized that the funds for the refinance had not been credited. By this time, all the funds had been depleted from the Chase account. I further understand from Casey that as of June 25th, 2020, no funds had been recovered. And remember, guys, AD is just the initials. So someone lost almost $1 million, bro. And that money went right to our boy Hushpuppi. And he's sitting there in Dubai like, oh, yeah. Messages on Co-Conspirator 1's iPhone reflect that at approximately the same time on October 17, 2019, that Abba sent Co-Conspirator 1 an image of the wire transfer confirmation for the transaction from the Chase account to the CIBC account. Co-Conspirator 1 was communicating with another phone number to confirm the wire had been deposited into the CIBC account. Based on other messages on iPhone and records obtained by the FBI, that phone number was used by Co-Conspirator 2. Holy.
Oh my God.
So y'all see what just happened there? They basically went and found through the search warrant, and they looked at the same days, and they found that that money had actually been wired to what? Our boy Hushpuppi and the conspirators. The communication between Co-Conspirator 1 and Co-Conspirator 2 on October 17, 2019 included the following messages. Co-Conspirator 1, keep the lookout for the 396 and so your thing till you hear from me. Co-Conspirator 2, okay, we'll do. Co-Conspirator 2, I'm in LA, so how can I make sure? Co-Conspirator 2 also sent Co-Conspirator 1 a photograph showing a secure login to the CIBC account and Co-Conspirator 2's name. The account number ended in set 1716, consistent with the account number that Abba sent to Co-Conspirator 1 in an image on October 17, 2019.
Oh my God.
I reviewed international travel records from law enforcement database, which showed that Co-Conspirator 2 traveled from Toronto, Ontario, Canada to Los Angeles, California on October 16, 2019. This was one day before the wire transfer from the Chase account to the CIBC account in Co-Conspirator 2's name. Further, as referenced above, Co-Conspirator 2 messaged Co-Conspirator 1 on October 17, 2019 that I'm in LA. Travel records also show that Co-Conspirator 2 departed Los Angeles around October 23rd, 2019 for Canada. Taken together, this indicates that Co-Conspirator 2 was in Los Angeles at the time of the wire transfer.
Oh my God.
And just so y'all know, all international travel is tracked by the U.S. government, guys. If you leave the United States, you come back in, you have to go through customs. When you go through customs, you are checked into the United States, and there's a that's shown in records. You know what I'm saying? When I was an agent myself, I would, if I had a target investigation, I would know when they left or came into the country. So if I needed to, I'd be at the airport and I'd get them. All right. So they confirmed that co-conspirator 2 was in fact in LA. All right. Later on, in the day of October 17, 2019, while in Los Angeles, co-conspirator 2 appeared to confirm the wire transfer and an iMessage found on co-conspirator 1's phone. Did the big hit? Co-conspirator 2. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
What are the grammatical, where there are grammatical and spelling errors in the text when this affidavit quotes Abbas, co-conspirator 1, co-conspirator 2, those errors are in the original messages, which, you know, he's just putting that out there, guys, that this is exactly verbatim what they typed. After co-conspirator 2 appeared to confirm to co-conspirator 1 that the money was transferred to the CIBC account, co-conspirator 1 appeared to provide confirmation back to Abbas within a minute. Abbas, sup, bro? Co-conspirator 1, confo, you sent me today. Co-conspirator 1 landed, just known. Co-conspirator 1, man, these guys spelling this fucking terrible, but they're getting that money, though. Conspirator 1 then wrote that he was on an airplane and he had just landed. A few seconds later, Abbas asked, money came in, and co-conspirator responded with, yes, for Canada. Abbas then demanded, give me a screenshot. Co-conspirator 1 stated that he was not able to because his Wi-Fi signal was not strong enough, but promised to send a screenshot. Oh, man. Send me the evidence so that I can incriminate myself, goddammit.
Oh my God.
I know, based on my training experience, that persons involved in fraudulently obtaining and laundering funds from BEC schemes and other online fraud schemes often request confirmation of fraudulent transactions, including in the form of screenshots or photographs showing proof that the funds were transferred. This is fucking comedy, man. Based on my review of messages, co-conspirator 1 ultimately did not send that screenshot. Ooh. I know from law enforcement agents that co-conspirator 1 was arrested on or about October 17, 2019 in a U.S. airport on a federal arrest warrant shortly after sending his last message to Abbas.
Bruh.
So you guys see what just happened? He gets arrested first, right? Co-conspirator 1, because he had an arrest warrant. He had an arrest warrant on him when he came into the United States, or when he was traveling at the airport, right? They pick him up. He gets arrested, and then he decides, I'm going to cooperate with the government, which is how you guys are seeing this affidavit right now. When he got arrested, he was like, bro, I could give you someone bigger, and bang. That's how we know all this information now, because they pretty much had a co-conspirator 1, and I called this from the beginning. Didn't I tell y'all from the beginning? Co-conspirator 1? No, that's actually snitch number 1. So now y'all know. See, I told you guys, man, we run investigations the same way. So I knew right from reading it that they had this guy was gonna fucking give up our boy Hushpuppi. Okay, let's see how many likes we're at. Now we're gonna get into the foreign financial institution. You guys enjoying this, man? Give me some ones in the chat if you guys are enjoying this breakdown. If you guys want me to be less detailed with it, let me know. But like the goddamn video. We got 2.2 UK you guys watching right now. Need you guys to like the goddamn video, because I'm giving y'all a lot of sauce right now on how these cases are done. And, you know, awesome. You guys are enjoying it. Great. Glad. All right. But I need you guys to like the video. We only got 1.4K likes. We should be easily at 2,000, guys. All right. Let's keep breaking this bad boy down. So now we're going to so we talked about who Abbas is. We talked about the background. We talked about the victim institution, right? They lost $922,000, which was sent to a Canadian account, all this other crap. They're sending money all over the place. And then we got the foreign financial institution. Based on information from FBI agents investigating the cyber heist from the foreign financial institution, I know that on February 12th, 2019, the foreign financial institution suffered a computer intrusion and cyber heist in which approximately 13 million or 14.7 million was fraudulently wired from the foreign financial institution to bank accounts in multiple countries. Co-conspirator 1 and Abbas, who used phone number 1 in these communications. Remember, guys, phone number 1 is Abbas, aka Hushpuppi, exchanged messages discussing the cyber heist from the foreign financial institution. Oh my God, this isn't good. Based on my review of data from co-conspirator 1's iPhone and his online account and discussions with FBI special agents and other law enforcement personnel familiar with this investigation, I know the following. In a message on January 16, 2019, co-conspirator 1 contacted Abbas asking for 2 European bank accounts that could receive 5 million euro, which he said would be from the country in which the foreign financial institution is located. The foreign financial institution country. So basically, guys, long story short, this is a bank in another country somewhere. We don't know. The agent probably purposely doesn't want to put the name of the bank or the place because doesn't want it to be identified. But I think it's just a foreign bank somewhere. Okay, that's why he's referring it to that. But it's probably a foreign bank. Co-conspirator 1 stated several times that the hit would occur on February 12th. After some discussion, Hushpuppi, aka Abbas, sent co-conspirator 1 the account information for a Romanian bank account, which he said could be used for large amounts. Abbas further said he could provide another account, and co-conspirator 1 said that it would be a payment of 5 million to each account. On February 1st, 2019, co-conspirator 1 told Abbas that a conspirator said that 12th February, they doing it. I have 4 spots available. You gave me 1/4. Try to get me a next one, please. It will both done at once. Co-conspirator 1 also sent Abbas a photograph of a computer screen containing a messaging conversation which discussed on a February 12th drop and a cash out. On February 7, 2019, co-conspirator 1 told Abbas, 12th February, they launching, which he means, I think, launching, the Swift, I need one more from you, please. Co-conspirator 1 later explained, I have 6 slots in total, all 5 million euro, big hit in 12th of February. They will all credit same time. So now he's going to break down what a Swift is. Swift, or the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, provides a network that enables financial institutions worldwide to send and receive information about financial transactions in a secure, standardized, and reliable environment. Swift also sells software and services to financial institutions, much of it for use on the SwiftNet network. Swift does not facilitate funds transfers. Rather, it sends payment orders, which must be settled by correspondent accounts that the institutions have with each other. Each financial institution, to exchange banking transactions, must have a banking relationship by either being a bank or affiliating itself with one or more banks so as to enjoy these particular business features. So he's defining, guys, what a Swift is. Sorry, I got to stay hydrated here. You know how it be. And we got EB with the $5 super chat. Love from the UK. Being a Nigerian descent myself, this case is crazy. Also, the video of Interpol arresting him is on YouTube. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Let me see. Maybe we could find it. I don't know if it was Interpol. It was I think it was the UAE Police that grabbed him. Further, I know based on my experience with the investigation and from FBI agents investigating co-conspirator 1 and other targets that there we go. See, there you go. There lets you know as well. So FBI arrested co-conspirator 1, and then he decided to cooperate with the LA field office to help them out in this case. That hackers sometimes will attempt to conduct cyber heists by gaining access to a bank's computer network and then sending fraudulent and unauthorized Swift messages. On February 10, 2019, co-conspirator 1 told Hushpuppi, aka Abbas, brother, tonight is my deadline to submit anything more, and then asked, do you want to add one more or just stick to the one you gave me? The next day, Abbas responded and provided account information for another bank account in Bulgaria. A photo dated February 13, 2019, found in co-conspirator 1's online account showed a number screen with a messaging conversation in which co-conspirator 1 and another person discussed a number of drops, i.e. bank accounts that could receive fraudulent funds. One participant said that there could only be €1 drop, and they then could discuss how many of the co-conspirator 1's drops would be used. The username known to be used by co-conspirator 1 stated, I have €3, 1 USA, 2 Romania, 1 Bulgaria, 1 USA. On February 12, 2019, co-conspirator 1 told Abbas, wire is completed. We did it. 500k euro should be on your side by now. In the conversation that followed, co-conspirator 1 told Abbas that there was only one wire to the account in Romania, sender name Tipico, group limited country, foreign financial institution country, amount 500k euro. It's there now. My other crew confirmed it's there as well. Later, while they were trying to figure out whether the wire had been successful, co-conspirator 1 added, they did me 3 wires, €2, 1 to USA. Bank it came from is foreign financial institution. So this is the victim. This is the foreign bank that I told y'all about. So they got the first place, which was a law firm, and now they got the this foreign bank. Brother, we still have access and they didn't realize we going to shoot again tomorrow a.m. Abbas then confirmed that co-conspirator 1 was saying that the new wire could be sent to the second bank account he provided to co-conspirator 1 in Romania. An image of a conversation saved in co-conspirator 1's online account dated February 12, 2019, with a person other than Abbas discussed a payment specifically from the foreign financial institution. The conversation in the image stated, "My guy also deleted history logs at the bank, so they won't even see the transaction." Talk about the fucking guilty. The next day, February 13, 2019, after Abbas sent screenshots showing that the funds had arrived in the Romanian bank account, co-conspirator 1 responded, "Today they noticed and pressed a recall on it. It might show and block or never show." Co-conspirator 1 then sent an image of a news article to Abbas detailing the theft of funds from the foreign financial institution, followed by a message stating, "Look, it hit the news." Abbas then replied, "Damn." Co-conspirator 1 then wrote to Abbas, "Next one is in a few weeks. We'll let you know when it's ready. Too bad they caught on, or it would have been a nice payout." God damn it. Guys, like the video. Now we're going to get into additional fraudulent schemes and attempted money laundering. Let's see how many. We got 2.2K in here watching. I need you guys to like the video. We got only 1.5K likes. Guys, get me to 2,000. That should be nothing. I don't want that to stop. We're almost done with the complaint. And then we're going to look at the other court documents as well. But I'm giving you a lot of sauce. I need you guys to like the video. In addition to participation in those fraudulent schemes, Abbas and co-conspirator 1 discussed additional BEC, aka, remember, BEC, guys, stands for business email compromise, frauds, and or other fraudulent schemes in 2019. These included schemes where Abbas and co-conspirator 1 sought to fraudulently obtain millions and at times hundreds of millions of US dollars and UK pounds sterling as described below. Okay. And let's see here. Yeah, guys, get the likes up, man. Like the video. Ain't nobody else giving y'all this kind of sauce as far as breaking down a case and letting you guys know the law enforcement side. All right. Yeah, like the video. Okay. On March 10th, 2019, co-conspirator 1 requested a bank account in the UAE from Abbas into which approximately $5 million could be deposited from a victim in the United States. Co-conspirator 1 told Abbas that the job would be Monday a.m. USA time, and after some discussion wrote, "Brother, I need it now or we will lose our chance, please." Abbas responded by providing bank account information for an account at Commercial Bank International in Dubai, UAE. So as you guys can see in this scheme, our boy Hushpuppi is the one that has all the fake bank accounts that can receive these large sums of money. And then as soon as that money comes in, they deplete it and move it around. Okay? On April 30th, 2019, co-conspirator 1 told Abbas, "Brother, I have 4 companies in UK ready to switch bank account on file, but account has to be open beneficiary." After some discussion, co-conspirator 1 further stated, "I have a room working for me. We have leads and company contracts. My guy are changing account on file for 100 million contracts, and their payment are once a week, or once or twice a week, 1 to 5 million. I have 4 ready to switch up." And guys, sorry for the atrocious spelling here. It's because they're taking what they texted each other verbatim for the complaint in the affidavit here. "Based on my training experience, it appears co-conspirator 1 was referring to a BEC scheme because BEC schemes often involve a hacker or fraudster tricking a victim into sending a payment to a co-conspirator's account by switching bank account information on payment instructions provided to the victim. I also know that an open bean or open beneficiary account is a bank account where a different business account name can be substituted to help in deceiving the victim into sending the funds." It thus appears that co-conspirator 1 was telling Abbas that co-conspirators were fraudulently obtaining 1 million to 5 million through a BEC scheme once or twice a week and was asking Abbas for a bank account that could be used to receive such funds. So basically what I explained to you guys before, but obviously the agent is dumbing it down a bit because, remember, it's a judge reading it, it's the public, etc. So they need to kind of know what's going on here. On May 3rd, 2019, co-conspirator 1 told Abbas, "I need UK open beneficiary account for Monday, bro," with a bunch of exclamation points. "Today, they pay me." I think it means today they are going to pay me. Co-conspirator 1 also sent Abbas an image of a message from another person saying, "Yo, invoices totaling 1.1 million going into that account today, 346K, 256K, and 507K. Co-conspirator 1 then said, "Bro, I have a room ready. Ready? In the resulting discussion, co-conspirator 1 told Abbas that he was doing invoice account swap and needed account open beneficiary. When Abbas asked which country, co-conspirator responded, "You tell me what country is best. I attack. But have UK ready live." On May 7, 2019, co-conspirator 1 sent Abbas a photograph of an apparent banking website showing a transaction due to be paid of approximately $1,110,447 of some currency, which is around the same amount as the discussion described in the prior paragraph. Co-conspirator 1 then wrote, I sent 1.1 million pounds to account. They said open bin in UK. Money landed, and now they asking questions. I have other companies ready to swap, bro. Please help me out. I am losing millions. Abbas then stated, I will paste you one today. And co-conspirator 1 responded, when we swap, bro, the only thing we change is IBAN or account on file, and we keep all the other info as original, but we can put the account on the memo. You need account that can handle millions and not block. Okay? So clearly this guy is the one getting the money, and then our boy Abbas, aka Hushpuppi, is the one facilitating, making sure that he has a bank account that he can deposit these large sums of money to without question or without getting blocked or frozen. The next day, after co-conspirator 1 stated, brother, my guy can do refund on any Visa debit card, just need card number, expiration, and name. Abbas and co-conspirator 1 had some additional discussion that appeared to be about credit card numbers, culminating with Abbas providing bank information for an account in Mexico. So now my guys are talking about debit and credit card fraud now as well. Holy. This dude is on another level of scamming. You know, I got to give this guy a fucking round of applause. The co-conspirator 1 and this other dude. Too bad to end it with fucking this shit right here. FBI, open up! On May 12, 2019, co-conspirator 1 wrote to Abbas, brother, tonight we're going to swap your account on a big contract. Payments will be 3 to 6 million every week. I give you confirmation in 12 hours from the UK. After Abbas acknowledged the message, co-conspirator 1 wrote on May 13, 2019, your account's been updated on file. Give me 2 hours. I will send you all the details. My workers just went to sleep. Abbas responded, waiting. Co-conspirator 1 then sent messages to Abbas about the apparent victims. First, co-conspirator 1 sent the name of an English Premier League football club, listing the club's address as the stadium where the club plays. Co-conspirator 1 also wrote amount 100 million, indicating that the fraudulent transaction would be for 100 million. Second, co-conspirator 1 sent the name of a UK company with an address in Edinburgh, Scotland, and wrote amount 200 million. Co-conspirator 1 then added, we swapped your account under 2 contracts. Tomorrow morning, we will send you the previous payment and amount with future payment and amount. Can I have one more for tomorrow to swap, please? Holy shit, man. In response, Abbas stated, bro, I can't keep collecting houses and not give them a feedback and keep asking for more. The things cost a lot of money now to open. Abbas and co-conspirator 1 then discussed the use of the account, and co-conspirator 1 sent a photograph of a computer screen showing the Mexican bank account information with the name of a UK company with a UK address substituted as the beneficiary information. Abbas responded, when it's done, let me know. I know, based on my training experience and from other FBI agents who have experience with these matters, that Nigerian origin subjects sometimes use the words Aza, sometimes Azar, Aza, or house to refer to a bank account used to receive proceeds of a fraudulent scheme. The word house is also sometimes used to refer to a bank itself. I observed that in other messages with Abbas, co-conspirator 1 used the term Aza in addition to using the term house. While co-conspirator 1 is not Nigerian, he is known to have communicated with multiple Nigerian origin conspirators. On July 3rd, 2019, co-conspirator 1 reported to Abbas, brother, I can't send from UK to Mexico. They keep finding out, but UK to UK, these guys keep paying, and I can show you my last week cash out. He also added that another co-conspirator, has access to a European bank and wants to initiate an MT-103, 202, 10 to 50 million if you know about it. Here we go. Slow it down. I just dissed you. I know, based on my training experience, that MT-103 and MT-202 are types of SWIFT messages It thus appears that co-conspirator 1 was referencing a cyber heist scheme in which a co-conspirator would be able to make fraudulent transfers of $10 million to $50 million in euros. Ooh, man. Conclusion: for all the reasons described above, there is probable cause to believe that Abbas has committed a violation of 18 U.S.C. 1956 conspiracy to engage in money laundering. And guys, right there, my friends, Andrew John Innocenti, my bad, I thought it was John, but yeah, Andrew's his first name. And then here's the judge, signed it by telephone, June 25th, 2020. And then he got arrested. So as you guys can see, overwhelming amount of evidence in that affidavit, right? And the scary part is it's not even everything. That's just like what they want for probable cause, man. But wait, there's more. So what we're going to go over next, guys, is we're going to go over the information. Okay? And what I'll also do here for you guys is we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about what an information is. Okay? So, like I told you guys before, AUSA information, right? Nope. AUSA files and information. Right. All right. No, criminal information, criminal complaint. Nope. Information. Where's the information? All right. So with the information, guys, because this is rare. This almost never happens. And every district is different with informations, right? But typically, guys, you don't file an information unless a guy's like cooperating. Okay? Because, and this is what makes me, and this is gonna lead to my my analysis later on. Information is a formal charging document, right? Like we talked before about an indictment. I gave you guys a quick little summary on it before. That describes the criminal charges against a person and the factual basis for those charges. Unlike an indictment, however, an information does not require a grand jury's vote, right? Instead, the information is presented to a judicial officer, usually a magistrate judge, who examines the information and decides whether there's probable cause that a crime occurred. So, guys, just so you know, the information, it's filed by the AUSA himself. He doesn't need a grand jury to do it. You only typically file an information when, how do I say this? The suspect is cooperating to a degree, okay? So let's, now that we know what that is, let's go back. All right, so here's the information right here. Plaintiff versus Ramon, a.k.a. Hushpuppi. Information, 18 U.S.C. 1349, conspiracy to commit wire fraud. 18 U.S.C. 1956, conspiracy to engage in money laundering. 18 U.S.C. 1956 A.B., international money laundering. 18 U.S.C. 1957, engaging in monetary transactions of property derived from specified unlawful activity, a.k.a. an SUA. And then 18 U.S.C. 2, aiding and abetting. 18 U.S.C. 1981, 1982, and 28 U.S.C. criminal forfeiture. Holy! They threw the fucking book at this guy in this thing. All right? At times, relevant to this information, defendant Ramon Abbas, also known as Ray Hushpuppi, okay, was the resident of the United States of the UAE. Bank accounts. The Chase account was a bank account held at JP Morgan Chase, with the account number ending in 6628, which was held in Pearland, Texas. The CIBC account was a bank account held at the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, with the account ending in 1716, which was held in Ontario, Canada. Remember, guys, these are two bank accounts we read about just in the complaint, right? Because the AUSA filed this information after the agent filed his criminal complaint. Because remember, you basically need a formal charge against the guy. A criminal complaint is not a formal charge. That's just an agent writing an affidavit, getting it signed by a judge, getting an arrest warrant, getting the guy in custody, and then now you need a formal charge, which can be done by what? Indictment or information. Which, you know what? I'm going to do a flow chart for you guys one day to kind of show you guys how the court system works. Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to do a flow chart in the future of how the court system works on one of these FEDA episodes. And I'll do that for y'all so that it makes sense. See, the victims. The victims' law firm was a law firm in the state of New York. We talked about that. The foreign financial institution was a foreign bank located in the European country. in a European country. Okay, so at least now we know what country it is. And then the victim English Premier League club was a professional soccer club located in the United Kingdom. Oh, okay. So that was probably the financial institution right there, potentially. And then the victim UK company was a company located in the United Kingdom. So guys, remember, so there's even other places that they frauded that we didn't talk about in the criminal complaint. Remember, they only put some of the information in there because also keep this in mind. The agent, if you guys remember, look, I want you guys to make note of this. Conspiracy to engage in money laundering, right? That's what he went after our boy Hushpuppi for, okay? Because normally when you do a criminal complaint, you normally just use the easiest charge that you can use just to get the guy arrested. So conspiracy to commit money laundering, easy. They had the information on the phones. You guys saw from the text. Conspiracy, simple, between two people, done. And then they go ahead and get the arrest warrant for the guy. Now, and the information, they trumped up the charges. Look at all these charges now. Conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to engage in money laundering, which was the original charge of criminal complaint, international money laundering, engaging in monetary transactions and property derived from specified unlawful activity, aiding and abetting. Now they're throwing the fucking book at our guy, okay? Because now this is the actual formal charge that they're going to hit him with, okay? So that's why it might look like it's not matching up all the way. Okay. So where were we? We were, oh God, look, they got all the overt acts in here too. Oh my God, they cooked this, man. All right, so we go into terminology. A business email compromise, BEC fraud, occurs when a hacker gains unauthorized access to an email account used by a business or company, blocks or redirects communication, which we identified this earlier, right? And then a cyber heist occurs when a hacker gains access to the computers of a bank without authorization and sends messages through the Society for Worldwide International Financial Communications, SWIFT, which we discussed that earlier too, right? Now, count one. The United States Attorney realleges and incorporates here paragraphs 1 through 9 of the introductory allegations of this information. Object of the conspiracy. Beginning on an unknown date, but no later than on or about January 16, 2019, and continuing until on or about October 17, 2019, in Los Angeles County, within the Central District of California, and elsewhere, defendant Abbas, an unindicted conspirator, an unindicted conspirator, 2, together with conspirators known and unknown to the United States Attorney, knowingly conspired to commit wire fraud in violation of Title 18, United States Code, Section 1343. Means by which the object of the conspiracy were to be accomplished. The object of the conspiracy were to be accomplished in a substance as follows. Defendant 1 and UICC 1, remember guys, this is the other conspirator, would request from each other bank accounts or bank accounts that could be used to receive fraudulently obtained funds, including funds that defendant Abbas and UICC knew were obtained from BEC and cyber heist schemes through false or fraudulent pretenses, representations, and promises, and concealment of material facts. Defendant and Abbas and co-conspirator 1 would, in response to such an inquiry, send each other account information for bank account or bank accounts that could be used to receive fraudulently obtained funds. For such a bank account, defendant Abbas UI1 would, at a minimum, send the bank account numbers and the SWIFT code or the international bank account number, IBAN. Excuse me. The bank accounts would be open in the name of the co-conspirator or other person to hide the fraudulent nature of the deposit, wire, or transfer, and to conceal and disguise the nature, location, source, ownership, and control of the proceeds, but would be used to control directly or indirectly by the defendant Abbas or UI1. Defendant Abbas and co-conspirator 1 or their conspirators would, through false or fraudulent pretenses, representations, and promises, and concealment of material facts, cause a victim to deposit, wire, or transfer funds into the bank accounts that could be identified. All right, and then they're talking about the BEC scheme, the cyber scheme again. They're defining it again for you guys. So now here's the overt acts, which is very important, okay? Because remember, guys, for a conspiracy to happen, right, there has to be an agreement between one or two parties and then an overt act. What is an overt act? Okay, so let's say take a quick, hold on. It's getting hot in here, man. Shout out to Nelly. All right. Now we got the Fed shirt on. So let's say, right, that I'm going to go rob a bank. And, let me enlarge this for you too, by the way, guys. My bad. That's a lot better. So let's say I'm going to rob a bank, right? But, I conspire with my other friends to rob the bank. So what I do is I go get gloves, masks, a gun, etc. Right? And I go pick up and I get a rental car. Okay? And then I go pick up my friends and we're going to go rob the bank. So as we're driving to rob the bank, the cops stop us. And then the FBI investigates and finds out that I was going to rob the bank, and they charge me with conspiracy to commit bank robbery. Well, they don't have to show that I actually robbed the bank. All they need to show is that I took overt acts to make it happen. I bought the gloves, I bought the guns, I bought the masks, I got a rental car, I went to go pick up my friends. All of these are considered overt acts, guys, to further commit the crime. That's all they need to prove when it comes to conspiracy. So basically, an agreement between two or more persons to commit a crime and an overt act. That's all it takes. So overt acts. In furtherance of the conspiracy and to accomplish its objects, defendant Abbas and unindicted co-conspirator 1 and unindicted co-conspirator 2, so I'm just going to say conspirator 1 and 2, together with others known and unknown to the United States Attorney, on or about the dates set forth below, committed and caused to be committed various overt acts in the Central District of Florida. Overt act number 1. On or about January 18, 2019, in response to a request by co-conspirator 1 for 2 bank accounts that could each receive 5 million wire transfers from a bank in the European country, defendant Abbas sent electronic messages providing the account information for a bank account in Romania, including the IBANs, and wrote, I look forward from great result. On or about January 18, 2019, in response to a request by co-conspirator 1 about the maximum amount the Romanian bank account could handle in 24 hours, defendant Abbas sent an electronic message stating it's for large amounts. On or about January 18, 2019, in response to statements by co-conspirator 1 that my associates want us to be clear as soon as it hits because a recall can be, and if they don't notice, we keep pumping, defendant Abbas sent an electronic message stating good. Overt act number 4, on or about February 10, 2019, after UIC had told defendant Abbas that he had 6 slots in total, all 5 million euro, and needed additional bank accounts to receive big hit in 12th of February that would all credit the same time. Defendant Abbas, in an electronic message, provided the account information for a bank account in Bulgaria, including the IBN. Overt act number 5, on or about February 12, 2019, after co-conspirator 1 had told defendant Abbas that 500,000 euro had been wired to the Romania bank account that defendant Abbas had provided. The defendant Abbas stated in an electronic message, okay, let me hit my people up. Overt act number 6, on or about February 12, 2019, after co-conspirator 1 told Abbas that the fraudulent wire transfer of 500,000 euro had come from the foreign financial institution, and that we still have access, and they didn't realize. We're going to shoot again tomorrow a.m. Abbas confirmed through an electronic message that the co-conspirator 1 should continue to use the Romania bank account to receive funds, stating, yes, please. Overt act number 7, on or about February 12, 2019, defendant Abbas sent co-conspirator 1 an electronic message containing a photograph showing a computer screen displaying the website of a Romanian bank, which picture contained account numbers, including IBNs and account balances for the Romanian bank account. On or about February 13, 2019, Abbas sent co-conspirator 1 an electronic message containing a screenshot displaying the website of the Romania bank, which picture contained account numbers, including IBNs and account balances for the Romanian bank account. Overt act number 9, on or about March 10, 2019, in response to messages from co-conspirator 1 requesting a bank account in Dubai for 5 million and stating, brother, I need it now or we will lose our chance, please. Defendant Abbas, through an electronic message, provided account information for a bank account in Dubai, including an account number and IBN. IBAN. On or about May 8, 2019, in response to a request from co-conspirator 1 for a bank account that could be used in a scheme to swap the account on file and that the account be able to handle millions and not block, defendant Abbas sent conspirator 1 an electronic message containing the account information for a bank account in Mexico, including the account number and IBAN. Overt act number 11, on or about May 13, 2019, after co-conspirator 1 told Abbas that the bank account in Mexico would be used to receive 100 million from the Victim English Premier League Club and $200 million from the victim UK company and requested another bank account that could be used to receive fraudulent wire transfers. Defendant Abbas sent co-conspirator 1 electronic message stating in part in coded language that defendant Abbas could not simply keep collecting bank accounts from other co-conspirators and keep asking for more, and further stating that the bank accounts cost a lot of money now to open. Overt Act number 12. On or about May 13, 2019, after co-conspirator 1 told defendant Abbas about the victim English Premier Club and the victim UK company, and also stated that co-conspirator 1 had 10 more to do and thus was putting 2 contracts on each account, defendant Abbas agreed through an electronic message to provide additional bank accounts if the fraudulent transfers from the victim English Premier League Club and victim UK company were successful. On or about October 15, 2019, defendant Abbas or a co-conspirator fraudulently induced the victim of law firm to wire transfer approximately $922,000, $857,000 from its account at Quantic Bank held in the state of New York to the Chase account, which was opened in the name of a person other than Abbas or co-conspirator number 1, pretty much. Overt act number, bro, how many overt acts do we got on these guys? God damn, 17. All right. So, yo. Okay. We're on 14, I think. Okay. 15 now, I think. Okay. On or about October 17, 2019, while unindicted co-conspirator 2 was within the Central District of California, UICC 1 informed UICC 2 through an electronic message to look for a wire transfer of approximately $396,000. Overt Act number 16, on or about October 17, 2019, while within the Central District of California, unindicted co-conspirator 2 informed unindicted co-conspirator 1 through an electronic message that the sum of approximately $396,000 had been credited to the CIBC account. And then Overt Act number 17, on or about October 17, 2019, UICC 1 told defendant Abbas through an electronic message that the wire transfer of approximately $396,000 from the Chase account to the CIBC account had been completed. I don't even know what to say to this. Holy bro. Yo, they have 17 overt acts on this guy, bro. What the hell? Woo! And that's just for one. But wait, there's more. That's just for one count, guys. That's just for one count. All right. Oh my God, dude. This is fucking bad.
Fatality.
Count 2. 18 U.S.C. 1956H. The United States Attorney realleges and incorporates here paragraphs 1 through 9 of the introductory allegations of this information. Objects of the conspiracy, beginning on an unknown date, no later than on or about January 16, 2019, and continuing until on or about October 17, 2019, in Los Angeles County within the Central District of California. Remember, guys, they have to do this all the time to establish venue. To conduct and attempt to conduct financial transactions affecting interstate and foreign commerce, knowing that the property involved in the financial institutions represented the proceeds of some of unlawful activity, which in fact involved the proceeds of specified unlawful activity, namely wire fraud, in violation of Title 18 United States Code, Section 1343. This is wire fraud. Were designed in whole and in part to conceal and disguise the nature of location, source, ownership, and control of the proceeds in violation of Title 18 Code, Section 1956. Okay? So this, okay, so now we're going to, so you basically, we know 1956, guys, is money laundering, by the way. So now we're going to get into the overt acts for this, okay? Overt acts numbers 1 through 17. The United States Attorney realleges and incorporates here overt acts numbers 1 through 17 of Section C of count 1 of this information. Okay, so hold on, just so y'all know. So count 1, right? Just so this makes sense to you guys, so you guys understand what I'm doing here. So count 1 is 1349. This is wire fraud. Okay, guys? Okay, this is wire fraud. Because basically they're sending money over false pretenses, right? Right? Because right here you see it. 18 U.S.C. 1349, conspiracy to commit wire fraud. So we have each of the wire fraud, it's wire fraud, and then we have the 17 overt acts. Remember, conspiracy just needs overt acts, right? So we have 17 overt acts. that he delineated. Now we got conspiracy to engage in money laundering. Those same 17 acts that were done for the wire fraud, guess what? He's going to get hit a 2-time now, okay?
Round 2.
Because
Fight.
he did the wire fraud, and each of those wire fraud things can also be hit with as pretty much money laundering, conspiracy to engage in money laundering, okay? Oh my God. So those 17 overt acts were now used for a completely different charge. So that makes sense, okay? So that's why they lined out the 17 conspiracy acts with the wire fraud, and then they said, oh, and by the way, this was also for money laundering. So that's count 2 taken care of, just like that. By count 1 being done, count 2 is now done. Now we're going to get into count 3, okay?
Round 3.
The United States Attorney realleges and incorporates here paragraphs 1 through 9, the introductory allegations of this information. And count 3, if you guys remember, is international money laundering. Okay? God damn. This is not looking good for this guy, bro. And here, count 3, very simple. So those 17 overt acts, guys, it just comes in again because, all right, so on or about October 17th, 2019 in Los Angeles County. So again, they're repeating this so that they can, establish venue. Okay? And others, known and unknown to United States Attorney, each aiding and abetting the other, transported, transmitted, and transferred and attempted to transport, transmit, and transfer money from a place in the United States to and through a place outside the United States, namely a wire transfer of approximately $396,000 from the Chase account to the CIBC account. Guys, don't forget, this is the Canadian account here. Knowing that the property involved represented the proceeds of some form of unlawful activity and which transactions, in fact, involved the proceeds of a specified unlawful activity, namely wire fraud in violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 1343, and knowing that the transportation, transmission, and transfer was designed in whole and in part to conceal, the disguise, the nature, location, source, ownership, and control of such proceeds. Bruh. So you guys see what's going on here? So, and this is why the feds kill everybody. So you got your main offense, wire fraud, which is very easy to prove. You send money or receive money through some kind of fraudulent means, done. Wire fraud, 1343, one of the easiest charges to charge. Now, with that wire fraud, I can go after you for what? Money laundering. Because guys, money laundering is a crime that cannot exist by itself. You need something called the SUA, Specified Unlawful Activity. So now that they got the main charge, the foundational charge, guys, is the wire fraud. And then from there, now they can hit them. Those 17 overt acts that they got them with wire fraud, now they can go ahead and allege, oh yeah, and by the way, you were laundering money as well because you were moving around all these bank accounts. So now here's another count 2, money laundering on those same 17 overt acts. Oh, and while we're at it, you sent that money to Canada and Germany and Romania and all these other fucking places in Europe. So guess what, buddy? Now you're going to get hit with international money laundering as well. Which is another whole charge. Okay? So y'all see what happened there? Man. Now count 4. Okay? 18 U.S.C. 1957. In this charge, if you guys go back up to the top, engaging in monetary transactions and property derived from specified unlawful activities. So now, we're on count 4. Nope, this is count 2. Count 3. We broke that down. Now count 4. On or about October 17, 2019 in Los Angeles County, within the Central District of California and elsewhere, defendant Abbas, together with unindicted conspirator 1 and unindicted conspirator 2, and others known and unknown to United States Attorney. And when they say that, guys, by the way, others known and unknown to United States Attorney, because there's other conspirators involved here that they may not necessarily know. These are just the ones they were able to identify. Okay. Each aiding and abetting each other, knowingly engaged in and attempted to engage in and cause others to engage in and attempt to engage in a wire transfer of approximately $396,000 from the Chase account to the CIBC account in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce and criminally derived property of a value greater than $10,000. Such property having been derived from specified unlawful activity, namely wire fraud. Again, like I told you guys before, wire fraud is a foundational charge so that all this other stuff can stick. in violation of Title 18 United States Code, Section 1343, knowing that the funds involved represented the proceeds of some form of unlawful activity. And then forfeiture allegation, basically, guys, they're going to take all his shit. Okay? We can read it if you guys want. Let's see here. Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to read the forfeiture allegations. If you guys want me to read them, give me a 1. If you guys don't want me to read them and move on, give me a 2. I'll do what the people want. Like the video, by the way, guys. Like the video now. Okay, looking. And while we wait, guys, we got 2,000 of you guys watching right now, and we only got 1.8K likes. So like the video, guys. Okay, looks like you guys want the forfeiture allegations as well. All right, let's do it. Class is in session, baby. I got y'all. Let's fucking do it. All right, so forfeiture allegation number 1. Pursuant to Rule 32 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, notice is hereby given that the United States of America will seek forfeiture as part of any sentence pursuant to Title 18 United States Code Section 981, and Title 28 United States Code Section 2461C in the event of the defendant's conviction of the offense set forth in count 1 of this information. The defendant, if so convicted, shall forfeit to the United States of America the following: all right, title, and interest in any and all property, real or personal, constituting or derived from any proceeds traceable to the offenses, and to the extent such property is not available for forfeiture, a sum of money equal to the total value of the property described in subparagraph A. Pursuant to Title 21, United States Code Section 853, as incorporated by Title 28, United States Code Section 24C, the defendant, if so convicted, shall forfeit substitute property up to the value of the property described in the preceding paragraph if, as the result of any act or omission of the defendant, the property described in the preceding paragraph or any portion thereof cannot be located upon an exercise of due diligence, has been transferred to, sold to, or deposited with the third party, has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court, and has been substantially diminished in value, or has been commingled with other property that cannot be divided without difficulty. See what they did there, guys? Slow that down for a second. Basically, they put everything in a nice little way. Motherfucker, we're going to find a way to take your stuff. It's extremely, as you guys can see, it's written extremely broadly and vaguely so that the government can, if they can trace anything that you have that was derived from criminal activity or criminal proceeds, they're going to take it from you. Okay, that's why it's written that way, guys. Forfeiture allegation number 2. Pursuant to Rule 32 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, which again, guys, you know, let me see. Let me make sure this isn't a repeat. Okay, so substitution of so it's a complete repeat. Okay, substitution of assets shall not be ordered. However, where the convicted defendant acted merely as an intermediary who handled but did not retain the property in the course of the money laundering offenses, unless the defendant, in committing the offense or offenses giving rise to the forfeiture, conducted 3 or more separate transactions involving a total of $100,000 or more in any 12-month period. God damn. And as you guys can see, these are the attorneys that are prosecuting the case. It looks like there's 3 AUSAs that did it. God damn, bro. All right. Now we're going to look at the waiver of indictment. As you guys can see, the AUSA filed an information. Now, a lot of the time, guys, the reason why he has to do a waiver of indictment is because you're judged by your peers when a grand jury goes ahead and files an indictment against you. So obviously the defendant had to waive him getting indicted. But with all this information, he would have got indicted anyway, so it don't matter, right? And you know what? Now that I think about it, the other reason too why they probably filed an information was because there was other people involved in this conspiracy that might have been cooperating that they didn't want to necessarily indict, so they filed the information, right? So next, we're going to look at his plea agreement, okay, guys? So for some of you guys that are wondering, our boy Hushpuppi pled guilty, okay? And this plea agreement has me very, because there's some things in it that don't add up. But we're going to break it down here. Obviously, as you guys can see, my man was committing all kinds of fraud all over the place. And they had him dead to rights. So obviously, he's going to plead guilty. He ain't going to fight it, okay? Someone said flush puppy in the chat. Y'all are hilarious. All right, before I read this plea agreement, let me hit some of these super chats real quick. And thank you guys so much for the support, man. Appreciate it greatly. Okay, Lil Bro, $2. How much to react to my song live? I'm not gonna play any music, man, because you never know with copyright. Christian Warsham, $5. Hit the like button. Yes, guys, hit that like button. Get me to 2,000 likes. There's 2,000 you guys watching. Get me to 100% engagement. It'll be awesome if you guys could do that for me. What do we got here? We got 1.9 guys. 100 more likes. And then we got Cultured, $5 tuition. Thank you so much. Shozen Hanma, Kamehameha the like I did. Thank you so much, bro. Michael Mistro, get the likes up, $2. And okay, I think I read all these other chats. Hit the like button. Okay, likes are free. That's Michael Mistro. Okay, I think I read all these things. Okay, so guys, start getting your questions in now. Start super chatting in your questions if you got questions for me. Because and then also, you know what, while I'm at it, you know, give me 1 second, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually see if I can get the YouTube video of them arresting Hushpuppi. If someone in the chat has it, drop it in the chat. Has a link, but that isn't going to get me hit with copyright, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, a lot of the time when the last time I did the O Block thing, they hit me with a copyright, man, and it fucking sucks. Hushpuppi arrest. Let me see if we can get a video on this joint. Dubai police video. All right, let me see if I can open this thing up here. All right. And this is from who? Channels Television. All right, hopefully I don't get hit with a copyright. We'll play a little bit of it. All right, but anyway, regardless, let's look at this document here. So, United States District Court for the Central District of Florida, plea agreement for defendant Ramon Abbas. This constitutes a plea agreement between defendant Ramon, which he did the right thing, by the way, by pleading guilty, because if he didn't plead guilty, I'll tell you all this right now, my man would have been fucking cooked. This constitutes a plea agreement between defendant Abbas, also known as Ray Hushpuppi or Hush, and the United States Attorney's Office for the Central District of California. In the above captioned case, this agreement is limited to the USAO and cannot bind any other federal, state, local, or foreign prosecuting, enforcement, administrating, or regulatory authorities. Defendant obligations. Defendant agrees to A, give up the right to indictment by a grand jury and at the earliest opportunity requested by the USAO and provided by the court, appear and plead guilty to the count 2 of the information, United States versus Ramon Aluwana Abbas, case number, etc., which charges the defendant with conspiracy to engage in money laundering in violation of 18 USC 1956. B, not contest facts agreed to in this indictment. So he's going to plead guilty, guys, to conspiracy to engage in money laundering, because everything else would have gave him a lot of time, right? C, abide by all agreements regarding sentencing contained in this agreement. Here, let me enlarge this for y'all real fast. Got you guys. E, agree that all court appearances, including his change of plea hearing and sentence hearing, may proceed by video teleconference, VTC, or telephone if VTC is not reasonably available. Remember, guys, this happened during the pandemic times. As long as such appearances are authorized by order of the chief judge or another order, rule, or statute. Defendant understands that under the United States Constitution, United States Code, and the federal rules of criminal procedure, including rules 11, 32, and 43, he may have the right to be physically present at these hearings. Defendant understands that right, and after consulting with counsel, voluntarily agrees to waive it and to proceed remotely. Defense counsel also joins in this consent, agreement, and waiver. Specifically, this agreement includes, but is not limited to, the following. Defendant consents under section 15002B of the CARES Act to proceed with his change of plea hearing by VTC or telephone if VTC is not reasonably available. 2, defendant consents under section 1502 of the CARES Act to proceed with the sentencing hearing by VTC or telephone. 3, defendant consents under 18 U.S.C. 3148 and section 1502B of the CARES Act to proceed with any hearing regarding alleged violations of the conditions of pretrial release by VTC or telephone, appear for all court appearances, surrender as ordered for service of sentence, obey all conditions of any bond, and obey any ongoing court order in this matter. F, not commit any crime. However, offenses that would be excluded for sentencing purposes under United States sentencing guidelines are not within the scope of this agreement. Be truthful at all times with the United States Probation and Pretrial Services Office of the Court. And then H, pay applicable special assessment at or before the time of sentencing unless defendant has demonstrated a lack of ability to pay such assessment. Now, you guys see what I see? Chat, what do y'all think is going on here? Well, wait, like the video. What do y'all think is going on here, guys? It's redacted, guys. Which I'll tell you this right now. I don't see many plea agreements redacted like this. Because if you guys remember, Hushpuppi's plea agreement was not redacted whatsoever when we read that one. So let's continue reading. The USAO's obligations. This is the U.S. Attorney, United States Attorney's Office obligations. The USAO agrees to not contest facts agreed to in this agreement. Abide by all agreements regarding sentencing contained in this agreement. At the time of sentencing, moved to dismiss the remaining counts of the information United States versus Ramon Abbas as against a defendant. Defendant agrees, however, that at the time of the sentencing, the court may consider any dismissed charges in determining the applicable sentencing guidelines range, the propriety and extent of any departure from that range, and the sentence to be imposed. All right, guys, that's very important. So let's break that down real quick. So he's only pleading guilty right now, guys, to this charge right here. Count 2, conspiracy to engage in money laundering. Okay. However, and they're going to dismiss all these other charges, because I'll tell you guys this: all these other charges would have had our boy in jail for like 20 years plus. But he's only pleading guilty to this. But the court can still look at all these other charges and choose to give him more time. Okay? So that's what they're saying. After defendant enters a plea of guilty to count 2 of the information, United States in this case, as defendant agrees, however, that at the time of the sentencing, the court may consider any dismissed charges in determining the applicable sentencing guidelines, which we just talked about. Yeah, they're repeating themselves here. So E, at the time of sentencing, provided that the defendant demonstrates an acceptance of responsibility for the offense up to and including the time of sentencing, recommend a 2-level reduction in the applicable sentences guidelines offense level. So he's going to get less time, guys, pursuant to the section, and recommend that, if necessary, move for an additional 1-level reduction if available under that selection. So he's getting a good amount of time off, guys. Except for criminal tax violations, including conspiracy to commit such violations chargeable under 18 U.S.C. 371, not further criminally prosecute defendant for violations of 18 U.S.C. 1956, conspiracy to engage in money laundering, and then all these other charges here that he has, right? Evidence obtained by the FBI during the search of defendant's cell phone pursuant to a search warrant obtained on or about August 12, 2020, and evidence seized by FBI. Remember, guys, so they arrested him. They got his phone around August 12th, and they did a search warrant. So evidence seized by the FBI during searches of defendant's online accounts pursuant to search warrants obtained on or about April 23rd, 2020. Defendant understands. So they have more evidence against him, guys. Okay? So I guess they're not going to use that against him. Defendant understands that the USAO is free to criminally prosecute defendant for any other unlawful past conduct or any unlawful conduct that occurs after the date of this agreement. Defendant agrees that at the time of the sentencing, the court may consider the uncharged conduct and determining the applicable sentencing guidelines range, the propriety and extent of any departure from that range, and the sentence to be imposed after consideration. And then here we fucking go. Redacted pages all over the place. Nature of offense. And then let's see here. Hold on. We're on page. Let's see how long this bad boy is. Yeah, there's more redacted pages. More redacted pages. Yeah. All right, I think we're at where are we at here? Sentencing factors. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm just getting us back to where we were. As you guys can see, this plea agreement has a lot of redacted stuff. And I'll give you guys my final assessment of why I think so. All right, defendant understands that for the defendant to be guilty of the crime charged in count 2 of the information, that is conspiracy to engage in money laundering in violation 18 U.S.C. 1958, the following must be true. There was an agreement between 2 or more persons to conduct a financial transaction involving property that represented the proceeds of a wire fraud in violation of Title 18 U.S.C. 1343, where defendant knew that the property represented the proceeds of some form of unlawful activity, and defendant knew that the transaction was designed in whole or in part to conceal or disguise the nature, location, source, ownership, or control of the proceeds, to transport, transmit, or transfer, or attempt to transport, transmit, or transfer from a place in the United States to or through a place outside the United States a monetary instrument or funds which defendant knew represented the proceeds of some unlawful activity, and defendant knew that the transaction was designed in whole or in part to conceal or disguise the nature, location, source, ownership, or control of the proceeds of wire fraud in violation of Section 18 U.S.C. 1343. Man. And then this is more of the violation. Now we're going to go into penalties and restitution. Defendant understands that the statutory maximum sentence that the court can impose for the violation of 18 U.S.C. 1956 as charged information is 20 years imprisonment, a 3-year period of supervised release, a fine of $500,000, or twice the gross gain or gross loss resulting from the offense, whichever is greatest, and a mandatory special assessment of $100. So my man was looking at 20 years for just this, guys. Could you imagine with all the wire fraud and the international money laundering and the aiding and abetting? He would have been done. Defendant understands that the defendant will be required to pay full restitution to the victims of the offense to which defendant is pleading guilty. Defendant agrees that in return for the USAO's compliance with the obligation of this agreement, the court may order restitution to persons other than the victims of the offenses to which the defendant is pleading guilty, and in amounts greater than those alleged in the amounts to which defendant is pleading guilty. In particular, defendant agrees that the court may order restitution to any victim of any of the following, or for any losses suffered by the victim as a result. Any relevant conduct is defined in USSG in connection with the offense to which defendant is pleading guilty, and B, any counts dismissed and charges not prosecuted pursuant to this agreement, as well as all relevant conduct as defined in USGG in connection with these counts and charges. So as you guys can see, it's just very broadly written to like let the guy know, like, yo, you're gonna have to pay restitution, right? And then let's see here. So here's the factual basis. Defendant admits that the defendant is in fact guilty of the offense to which the defendant is agreeing to plead guilty. Defendant and the USAO agree that the statement of facts provided below and agree that this statement of facts is sufficient to support a plea of guilty to the charge described in this agreement and to establish the sentencing guidelines factors set forth in paragraph 17 below, but is not meant to be a complete recitation of all facts relevant to the underlying criminal conduct or all facts known to either party that relate to that conduct. So, and then they write the facts here, which we went over in excruciating detail on the criminal complaint, right? These are the facts right here, right? So they're talking about how he defrauded all the people, which we read during the criminal complaint in detail and the information. So they're making, now he's effectively agreeing to it, right? He's saying like, yes, I did all this stuff. I was involved. And I stole this money. So defendant admits to the following approximate actual or intended loss amounts foreseeable to him in connection with the victims identified in the information in this plea agreement. Foreign financial institution, approximately $14,700,000, right? AKA 13 million euro. Victim companies in UK, approximately 7,740,000 or 6 million pounds. Victim law firm, 922,000. Victim business person and Qatari victim company, $809,983. $809,983.58. So he basically is pleading to being involved in all this stuff. So we're looking at a grand total of goddamn 20 million plus. Yeah, goddamn. Like, yeah, my man was stealing all kinds of money. Defendant admits that all the money laundering described above was sophisticated, extensive, and involved multiple persons. And then here's the sentencing factors here, right, which they're looking at here. He's looking at underlying offense level, fraud scheme outside the U.S. sophisticated means, conviction under 18 U.S.C. 1956, sophisticated laundering. So these are all enhancements, guys. CC +1 +1 7. So this is all going to go into the factor of him getting more time. Okay. So waiver of constitutional rights. Defendant understands that by pleading guilty, defendant gives up the following rights: the right to persist in plea of not guilty, the right to a speedy and public trial by jury, the right to be represented by counsel, and, if necessary, have the court appoint counsel at trial. Defendant understands, however, that the defendant retains the right to be represented by counsel, and if necessary, have the court appoint counsel at every other stage of the proceeding. And then waiver of appeal of conviction, right? So he ain't going to waive. Limited mutual waiver of appeal of sentence. And then more redacted stuff. Yeah. And you guys get the picture. All right. So this was, and then they signed this April 7, 2021. Here he is, signed it April 7, 2021. The attorney, this is his defense attorney. And then that's N. Jill, who, as you guys know, he was the AUSA that was helped with the criminal complaint and the information. So, yeah, he pled guilty, guys. And then certification of defendant. I understand, read, and comprehend English, and I have read this agreement in its entirety. So, since our boy doesn't speak, since our boy is a foreigner, that's to make sure he speaks English. So this is what this is about. Okay. And yeah, so this was a certification of defendant. I understand and comprehend English, etc. So that's what it's about. Make sure that he understands what's going on here. And that's it, guys. So yeah, so he's gonna get sentenced, guys, in July of this year. He's gonna get sentenced. Okay. So let's hit the super chats. And then I'm gonna give you guys my final takeaway from this. And let me see if we can play some of this of him getting arrested. I think I have the part here. Let me see if they got the part where they actually get him. All right, here he is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share the screen with y'all right now. Actually, no, let me move this crap over here. All right. Can y'all see that? Is it coming in clear? All right.
While the suspects were sleeping in their Dubai residences.
The hell? Oh, you know what? Let me just do it on Firefox. I already know this thing's going to be trash.
Is for existing in corporate pages.
All right, so I'm going to not play too much of it because we never know.
After months of investigating and hours of monitoring the gang's social media accounts, a team of highly trained Dubai police officers were able to confirm the gang's whereabouts and fraudulent activities. The Nigerian Instagram celebrity, who was arrested on multiple fraud charges for crimes committed
Yeah, see, this is him stunting
in different parts of the world, boasted about his wealth and expensive possessions on social media, claiming he is a successful businessman.
Yeah, very successful. In this case. Yeah. And then also, you know what, guys? Hold on. So we could look at the press release as well. Right. Because there was a US DOJ. Remember, guys, anytime you want to see the press release, DOJ press release, it's always got to be the DOJ website. 6 indicted international scheme to defraud Qatari school founder and then launder $1 million in illicit proceeds. Nigerian national known as Hushpuppi admits money laundering in school, financing scam, and additional cyber and business email compromise schemes, which we had been reading before. And yeah, so there were 6. So it was the Los Angeles office that did the case, and the 6 people that were indicted. So Abdul Rahman, Imran Juma, aka Abdul, 28 of Kenya, and Kelly Shibizu Vincent, 40, of Nigeria, to defraud the Qatari business person by claiming to be consultants and bankers who could facilitate a loan to refinance construction of the planned school. Juma allegedly posed as a facilitator and consultant for the illusory bank loans, while Abbas played the role of Malik as Wells Fargo banker in New York, according to court documents. Oh my God, bro. And then Yusuf Adikina, I can't even pronounce that, 26, of Brooklyn, New York, allegedly played a role in the fraud, assisting Abbas with a call to a victim posing as Malik. Special agents of the FBI arrested this dude in New York on July 22nd. So yeah, man, it was a big conspiracy, man. And then they said the FBI is investigating this matter as a part of Operation Top Dog. The FBI thanks the government of the UAE and the Dubai Police Department for their substantial assistance in the matter. The FBI also thanks the Kenyan Office of Attorney General, Office of Director of Public Prosecutions, and Director of Criminal Investigations for their substantial assistance. So as you guys can see, man, this case was like all over the place. Like this is a big international case. You know what I'm saying? So that's what hold on. Well, this one came. Hold on. Okay. All right. Now it's all making more sense. Now, and this goes back to this is fantastic. Actually, that's perfect timing. So here's this is the main one, right? So this is when he got arrested the first time. So this is the complaint that we actually read. So now it's all making sense. Nigerian national brought to U.S. to face charges of conspiring to launder hundreds of millions of dollars from cybercrime schemes. And then this is what we read before, guys, right? For the BEC stuff, and we read the FBI affidavit, etc. Let's see here. The FBI led the investigation of Abbas, and the United States Secret Service was also involved and provided substantial assistance. The FBI further thanks the government of the UAE and the Dubai Police Department. And then, okay. All right. So now this is all making all sense because I can read between the lines here. Okay. Whew. So now it all makes sense. This is what probably happened. Co-conspirator 1, obviously, as we know, got arrested. We know that for a fact. And then he cooperated in co-conspirator 2 as well. And they helped get Abbas, a.k.a. Hushpuppi. Hushpuppi gets arrested, and he's like, hey, I know more people that are involved in this. And what does he do? He provides information and snitches, and that is why a big part of his plea agreement is redacted the way it is. And then we just accidentally pulled up this other case, this other thing on the press release, and 6 other people got indicted. And those 6 other people that got indicted, guaranteed, came from our boy Hushpuppi, because they got indicted a year later. Because those are the people that were helping him with everything. Because this was an international money laundering / fraud scheme that they had going on all over the place, from Canada to New York to the UAE, etc. So that is why his plea agreement was redacted so much, because he was providing information on other people that they were trying to get. So that makes sense as to why all that was going on. So guys, we solved the case, God damn it. We know why that plea agreement was redacted to freaking hell, because he was definitely cooperating with them. And if I'm not mistaken, he identified someone else that was like a law enforcement officer in one of these foreign countries. It might have been in Nigeria or something like that. And he provided info on them as well. So yeah, man. Yeah. So that's the case, guys. Let's hit some of these super chats, questions. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, that breakdown. So let's see here what we got. We got Yerson. Yo, Myron, my friend, for the love of Chris, Big Head Don comes next week to Miami. Can I take a pic with you guys, lobby or outside? Big Head Don comes next week. Yeah, hit up me or Fresh on Instagram. Let's see what else we got here. And thank you guys so much for the support, man. I really appreciate it. DY, he snitched. Yep, exactly. He definitely cooperated. And as you guys can see, and he was also involved in that Qatari school scheme. So that's why he was named in that other indictment, guys. Because remember, on our case, they didn't file no indictments. They only filed informations. And the reason why they did that was because they knew that there were going to be other people, right, involved in the scheme. And here's the other thing, too. When you indict someone, their rights automatically attach to them, guys, which I'll talk about that in more detail later on. So that was a strategy by the U.S. Attorney's Office to not indict and file an information instead. Because when you indict them, then they start to get certain rights, whether they know they're indicted or not. Okay? So very, very smart by the U.S. Attorney's Office over there in California. As a fellow young brown Mexican that follows you, could you please do a breakdown of El Chapo next? That's going to take some time. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's going to take a lot of time. But I will do a El Chapo case. The Epstein case is almost done. So I will be doing that one. Hell, maybe I'll do that one even next week. Who knows? Also, I might do Steve Jobs's a girl that worked under Steve Jobs that got indicted for fraud recently, or she got judged actually. And it was funny because she tried to use she tried to say that her male counterparts are the reason that she committed the crimes because they were intimidating. Meanwhile, she was the one acting like a boss and everything else like that. So she wants to be feminine and weak when it serves her, but then she wants to be a boss when it serves her as well, which is hilarious. You know, a little bit of RP and the law there. Okay, so let me see here, guys. Make sure I catch all these chats. I don't want to leave none of you guys behind. I hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown, man. Give me some ones in the chat if you guys enjoyed that one. You know, finally it wasn't a rapper. It was something a little different, right? Okay, let me make sure I get all these chats because I don't want to miss any of you guys. And I appreciate all the support that you guys give. And guys, if you're new here, like the video. Make sure to comment below for the algorithm. And then also do me a huge favor and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. I do this every Sunday. I do a breakdown of a case that you guys typically recommend. And then I also do and then I release clips out throughout the week every day. Let's see here. Okay, so Citrus the King. Nah, he ain't snitching. My boy Fresh networking skills is through the roof. He definitely helped this boy Hushpuppi. Dakari Williams, $20. Keep pushing out the great content family, New York or Chi-Town drill. I like both. $5. Jonathan Hogu. If he has any pay restitution, does that mean a fire sale on those Rolls Royces? Probably. Muhammad Jamil. Myron, do you think you can do Bandman Kevo's case? That maybe. I don't know. That's my boy though, man. I don't know. John Lujano, $5. As a fellow young brown Mexican that follows you. Oh yeah. I will do the Chapo case eventually. And then we got Yersin. Nope, I read that one. Gene N, 99 cents. Thank you so much. And then I think I read, okay. Yeah, I read all these other super chats. So, okay, guys. So quick analysis. So number one, check me out on Instagram, Unplug Fit. Okay, it's a verified account, so you know it's me because there's a lot of imposters out there. Also, number two, we got George Gammon tomorrow at 2 p.m. We're going to talk about money with him. Then we got our boy Brandon Carter coming at 7. We're going to talk money with him as well. So you're going to get 2 episodes on money for Money Monday. And then we're going to have a late night show with the lovely ladies. Then Tuesday, we're going to have Rollo Tomasi in the house. And then a late night show as well. Then Wednesday, we're going to have Donovan Sharp and his girl, Devin, on the show. We're going to talk about, training your girl and, basically training your girl to become the best version of herself. And then we're going to have a nighttime show with the lovely ladies after that. Then Thursday, we got our boy Aaron Clary, a.k.a. Cappy, a.k.a. the guy that yells at the clouds. And we're going to talk about money. Okay, we're going to talk about investments with the stock market, buying precious metals. We're going to talk about real estate. We're going to talk about money in general, being a minimalist, etc. Thank you so much, Arish Deep Sandhu, $7 Canadian. Appreciate that. And then Friday, and then we're also going to do a panel show with Aaron, Donovan, Rollo Tomasi, and then a special guest on Thursday after the Aaron Clary interview. That might be 3 shows as well. So like the video right now, guys, because we're going to be bringing you guys a lot of heat. And then the Monday after that, we're going to bring Bandman Kevo on, and we're going to talk about the metaverse, NFTs, and helping you guys get involved with that. Because I don't know much about the metaverse myself, but Bandman Kevo is heavily involved in it. So we're going to teach you guys about NFTs and the metaverse as well. No other podcast or content creators gives you guys as much value as Fresh and Fit. We just broke down the criminal case. I put on my Fed hat for y'all, and we broke it down, and we basically were able to deduct the fact that our boy Hushpuppi was definitely not Hush in those interview rooms with the FBI. And he's probably going to get a good amount of time taken off, guys, because they're only getting him for money laundering. So yeah. Let me know. As always, guys, put in the comments below what you guys want me to break down next. And then whatever gets the most likes, I'm going to, I'll probably do it. But I do have the Epstein case pretty much like 80-90% done. Our girl Aisha was helping me with that one. So yeah. Any other last minute questions here? Bomb. Okay, I don't think anything else here. So, all right, guys, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed that show. I'll catch you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. with our boy George Gammon. And then we got Brandon Carter. And we got a late night show with the girls. So other than that, man, you guys are the best. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. Actually, oh no, I got an outro for y'all. Let me get this outro for y'all, man. Let me play this. This is a debut right here, this outro. Let's do it. NCIS. Okay. All right. Let's break this down too. Okay. So NCIS, Army CID, or AKA, or so remember, guys, these companies, right? So what happens is your boys over there at the bureau, FBI. So